To a champion.
I don't get carried by that. Slide and nunchuck, nigga.
There we go. Good. Slide on your mic.
Oh, wait, I got a name.
Yeah.
Hey, how about the matches? Got small. Take a seat on the wall. If you want to commentate.
Stream live? They can hear us though. Yeah, oh, hello.
Good. It's been live.
I knew it was live. I didn't know the mics are hot.
Oh yeah, I just turned the mics on.
Okay, all right. So.
We don't want the local out.
Yeah, let me just pop the pick.
Yeah,
I'll do it live.
we're right there. All right, let's make sure that this is balanced so that I don't hit it accidentally. Make it fall over. You can do it. Yep, that's me.
There we go.
Your tag.
Ozzy. O-Z-Z-Y.
Get ready for the next battle.
This is.
Let's go.
There it is. And they're starting. So who's who? Who's who? We got Armel on the Leo. Also, hi everybody.
Hello,
Well, yeah. We're getting some Waypoint Tekken, and we're starting off with Reina doing 442.
Block Hell Sweep.
Yeah, we're just Armel's just like completing some strings right now. Both players starting to feel each other out in the way that Tekken 8 does by letting things rip. Never want to be the one blocking in a game like this. The wave dash forward. Gave up a ton of presence there, Ozzy, though. Like, we're seeing Armel like start to take back a lot of this turn. Very, very tenuous start. This is round 1.
Reina just became super defensive, but it paid off right there.
They're playing it like that full step back type of range, and when you have a Mishima with stuff like any Mishima with their demon paws, like that's where they want to be at. Missing the low follow up.
Medium range is ideal for most Mishima characters, especially her with her long range.
Yeah. Oh my god. She can reach that like it's nothing.
Her health sweeps are deceptively long range.
But they're bad because they don't knock down.
Yeah, true.
True. Oh, double high there. The heat burst. It gets pow. A chance for a combo there that didn't pick up. That's so tough. You lose the round here? No, just going into stance. The wall splat wasn't able to convert off of it any further, but the stance low takes the round and brings us to a 1-1.
It's very back and forward right now, to be honest. These rounds are getting to low health. Both players are constantly having their rage up. And the low parry. That was gorgeous.
What a pickup. I like just the committed crouch there, though. We're seeing Reina go for a ton of these high jabs. You mentioned it earlier. You mentioned it a little earlier, Ozzy. Just like a couple run up, like 1-1-2s, like some basic stuff to try and contain space. Armel committing to the crouch, netting them the round. Let's see if they're able to keep up the back and forth. Every trade's a good one, but that's a huge commitment. Luckily, you didn't take a massive punish.
These players are still on the round 1 mentality of just letting certain things fly.
Okay. So first of all, the triple forward 4-2 into stance mid. Just seeing that payoff is a hell of a way to start. Burning your entire heat gauge and round start, not getting a ton out of it either. So you got a huge deficit. Armel on the final round of this game number 1, but he finds the hot kick for the massive conversion. Can we go downstairs? No, we cannot.
Against Reina, you don't want to not have heat. She can flip her aggression on instantly.
Yeah, in a moment's notice. Oh,
This Leia was...
You're blocking. No, you're not.
No, you're not.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
Well, you know what? It happens to the best of us. You don't expect it until it comes out.
It just reminds me of Lucky Chloe. Oh, you're supposed to be blocking. No, you're not.
No, you're not blocking. Oh, that's the way to end the round 5, game 1, and it ends in a rage art. Oof, feels bad. But it happens. No character swap. We're locking in Leo and Reina for game number 2 in our first round here tonight.
Armel here is handling that Reina really, really well. It's just closing out the match. The moment Reina has her turn, it's very difficult to take it back.
Yeah, and this is a great stage if you're able to find that opening launcher. The corner carry can be so explosive. Oh, please. Don't make me a liar. Come on, man.
Chalk it up. These two players are just shaking the jitters off, you know?
Yeah, they're taking it slow.
Combos.
They're taking it slow. They're letting it flow. Blocked low, getting a huge stagger. I wonder if that probably could have been launch punishable, but Stone Meadow keeping things a little bit calm and collected. Sometimes if you're unsure, just making sure you get the frame 10 punish out is enough. Ooh, a whiffed parry.
Stone Meadow here is definitely using spacing to her advantage. It is insane. And the rage art.
All right, but that one was way better though, because you see the stance. It's like you're hitting a button, you're not canceling your stance, you're not blocking during this. Explode.
Yep. Listen, You just gotta use your rage art sometimes. It is so good in this game, especially compared to last game. Tekken 7, you really didn't see them.
Yeah, it's been a major get out of jail free card more so than anything at these low healths, and at low health, you know, then it becomes majorly problematic. Okay, first of all,
jump. You don't
holy,
see that.
yeah. A, didn't know Leo had a wall jump. B, it started off from a counter hit grab that got broken. It's like, that's hard.
Listen, these players are definitely using their environment, okay?
Oh, yeah.
Spacing the walls, as we just saw.
They're not trying to break the walls, but they're trying to parry through them and get all the way to that. The fence is broken, and so are his ribs. 3-0 game 2 to Stone Meadow in our first round of the day.
That was a wonderful set.
That was fun. That was a fun one. Yeah.
You know what? We may have gotten a lot of drop combos, but by contrast, we had great neutral between these two.
Yes, yeah. It was very much like very heavy on the poking, very heavy on the back and forth. A very solid sense of like give and take when it just comes to like trying to take each other's turn, because there was no, aside from the rage arts, there was no turn ceiling. Just all right, now you go, then I go, and we're playing solid defense.
We had some like really great whiff punishes too.
Yeah, speak to the mic, my brother.
My bad, man. But we had some really great whiff punishes too, to be honest. Like whiff punishes that could have led to really, really explosive results.
Oh yeah.
But you know, sometimes you just drop the combo.
It was like the starter was there. I saw everything in that moment of electric into down forward 2 into like I'm just gonna let him hit the floor and like it's fine.
These two players were teasing us with the sauce. They had it.
The fundies were there. You just need to hit the lab. All right, what's next up? Next, we got Sneak and Perfect Satsu. I don't think I've seen these players. That's all right though. We're seeing some gamers. I forget what the Twitch stream is. Hey, production, what's the link of the Twitch? No.
Waypointcafe NYC.
Waypointcafe NYC?
Yeah.
We're getting to. We're posting this in places.
People know.
I'm gonna get people in this Twitch call because it'd be funny.
I'm gonna grab some chicken sandwiches in chat.
Oh, always.
Every single time. This time it won't be me putting it in there.
Slash Waypoint Cafe NYC. We'll copy this up.
There we go.
Oh, we're throwing perfect sauce. Yeah. The normal stuff. You gotta make sure your buttons are all good. Can't go running in without a 3+4 macro or anything.
My only complaint about this game, to be quite honest with everyone, is quite literally the fact that if you use a DualSense controller,
It takes the sound?
it takes the sound.
Yeah. PlayStation controllers love to be used as speakers, and I'm like, please
Because the way that
stop.
they're read, the way that they're read on PC, because we run off of PC, is they run them as speakers.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's actually really annoying. Oh, hell, whoa.
Oh, sorry.
You know what?
My bad.
My natural deafness kind of protected me from the damage of that, okay?
My head's ringing. Holy shit.
Speaking of
Sorry
rage
about
art, speaking of rage arts, it looks like you just gave up.
Yeah, I got blown away. Like,
All right. Looks like they're good to go. So what are they doing? We're going Fang and Lee.
We were getting a Lee and Cassia fight. That would have been definitely interesting to see, but we got Fang instead of Cassia.
I mean,
Very, very powerful character.
very. I mean, the funny part of what I've been seeing, and by funny I mean kind of frustrating, is Fang just went from being the third best character because of some innate difficulty that he has in comparison to, at the time, Dragunov and Azucena, to being just like the de facto best character.
Yeah.
It's like you can't, like it's him, and then there's like a small gap, and then you might be looking at your Elisas, your Reinas, your Nina, Zhao Yu like type characters.
Well, you know, at the end of Tekken 7 Lifespan, Fang was pretty much the best character. Also most played and most represented in tournaments. He's just a solid character. Explosive buttons, really good spacing, you know, nice plus frames. It's just, he has it all.
And then they give him more.
But you know what? We are seeing two characters who are heavily reliant on space. Like, Lee here wants to cause you to whiff so he can get some counter hits in and deliver big damage. But Fang has evasiveness.
Case in point, the Kenpo backstep, finding all of that space off of what is typically one of Lee's best counter hit starters in that low poke. Trying instead for the mid and getting called out for it. Missing some of the conversions after, but the throw tech is there. Sneaky finding the wall, gets the tornado after it. Has to augment this combo a little bit in order to get most damage. He's not able to finish this off, but it's the avalanche throw that ends round number 2.
Listen, when you got avalanche like that, such a quick, you know, 1+2 break throw, you know, sometimes you could just drop the combo. You're gonna leave your opponent flustered enough to not be able to tech it.
Oh, that's a nice counter hit from Satsu.
Ooh, what a gorgeous combo.
Unable to keep it going from the wall, though. You still find good damage. I mean, this is nearing critical health in that Rage Art, and doesn't even matter. We find the OTG. We take the first round of the bracket, first round of the set for Satsu. Let's see if he can keep going.
He there had everything going right that round, just perfectly, you know, spaced and punished whatever the hell he needed to.
Oh yeah, starting to really put on the pressure, but that's a tough hit to take though. So many plus frames. The landslide comes down, everything starting, and then it's the stomp, and your controller breaks.
Ooh, what a tragedy.
Even the game said no, 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 no. That's player 2's side as well. That's Sneaky's controller.
After dominating around
Let me see.
that, to have that happen, it's gotta be demoralizing.
I mean,
player 1.
Both of them.
Everyone's controller said die.
That C-splitter just killed all the controllers. Like, it didn't just do massive damage. Okay, it said goodbye to the controls.
The game said, wait a minute, hold on, I gotta catch up. Give me a second.
Game needed a second to breathe. Okay, we're back at it.
We're just gonna let it rock? All right,
Just letting it rock.
Honorable. I guess. Okay.
Oh.
Game doesn't want it anymore.
All right, low key. If I'm Satsu, I'm taking the round. I won't take the whole set. I won't take the whole game. But I'm taking the round. We're going to round 5.
Wait, is that Sneaky's controller or Satsu's controller?
Player 2 is Sneaky, right?
Yeah, Sneaky is player 2.
Okay.
So if someone's cord is fucking up, this shit's alone.
Uh-oh.
You know, I can't blame you there.
Cord failed?
Maybe you let it rock the first time, but after
Someone's cord is failing or the controller is failing.
either or.
Sony, stop using cheap parts.
Yeah, please, Sony, please.
Recruiting all the Smash players to come play.
This was an issue with the PlayStation 4 controller. I don't know if you guys know this. I'm going to talk about a different game. COD, the import controller, because they used a lower standard quality one for plugging into the PC, you had to overvolt the USB port that the controller was plugged into, so you would not have 5 frames of delay.
That is
What? Why?
insane. What? $1 billion company, by the way.
It made me physically ill.
Took actual damage from that.
Oh my god. Okay. I'm being attacked on all sides.
So that was Sneaky's win, correct?
I guess. They played it out. Maybe he switched controllers.
Maybe.
And they're running it in, like, no problem.
Low key, just because it's Fang, I would have taken that match.
I would have taken Take the round.
Take the round.
Take the round. We're scummers here. Take the round. Oh, Lord.
Listen, man. I
to be quite honest with you, like, Sony they cut corners in the worst spots possible.
Nah, to be honest. It's like Xbox controllers and their stick drift. It's always present.
Yeah. Or the Switch itself and its native 7 frames of extra delay.
Great.
For no reason.
For no reason.
People fixed the issue. Modders fixed it, so you don't have that. But on release, you got 7 frames of delay.
But yeah, no, listen, I would have taken that last game.
Oh yeah.
I play Kazuya. We take every advantage we can get. Okay.
Oh, and Joy. After that round, you might be looking for any of those extra advantages.
Yeah, that just seems like, okay, I'm on a timer now. Like, I don't care anymore.
Retroactively.
Yo,
give
1-1.
Like, yeah.
That flash duck was so nice, but we're swinging with the haymaking type kick. All these plus frames.
It is.
That was a huge punish opportunity. Just
it was, and it was dropped. But you want to know what? He's still juicing afterwards. Okay.
Well, he's got decent utilization of heat. He's got some extra follow-ups on plus frame moves. So outside of heat, you would normally not have a third hit to worry about, but he's got those, thankfully. Oh, showing off
stance. I want to see them excellent kicks, okay?
Yeah, excellent.
I want to see some moves to make Father proud.
Interrupts before the low comes out. That was so nice. He saw the stagger.
What is it now? Marvelous? Is that what he said?
Oh yeah, it's marvelous.
Moved on from excellent to marvelous.
He's leveled up.
That was indeed a marvelous round.
Marvelous.
I just hate the ski goggles.
True.
I don't
not
like.
Necessary.
I don't like the armor. The
Honestly,
suits way clean.
Yeah. I think both could work if it wasn't for the chin strap he was wearing.
Yeah.
Dude, suit is already.
That is so bad. Oh!
He's going skydiving. Power Crusher's perfect. Marvelous.
Ooh, avalanche. Massive damage.
Pain. Lots of pain. Ooh.
You're feeling that tomorrow, okay?
Let me stub your toe for you.
How many pokes you got going on?
Just a decent bit of damage off the get-go.
Yeah.
And even more to go.
The combos in this game are devastating, but low-key, just like landing some low pokes and some normal, like, low-mid checks, like, it's brutal how much you take.
It's the first perfect of the game.
It is the first perfect.
Satsu's kind of gaming right now. After that round 1, I was ready for Sneaky just to really storm. But
no, it's just
the controller disconnect, power down.
Controller disconnect. Yeah, it messes with your head.
I'm telling you, Satsu was sitting here gaining his power during that.
Oh, the back one. It's brutal.
Nice whip punish. Leaned in there.
These are some simple frame traps.
Oh!
The enhance is rough, but he gets sidewalked. This is all plus frames. Going for the knee. And yeah, you can't press into that. It's +6.
Use the thing plus frames.
Yeah.
Just take control over the match. Once it's Fang's turn, it's so hard to take it back.
Oh, for sure.
It is so hard to take it back.
Especially when he's activated heat.
Mom says my turn with the Xbox.
No.
It's like, no, take it from my cold dead hands.
You cannot buy your turn back, Lee Xiaobua. I am sorry.
Fang will fight tooth and nail to keep his aggression going, and he has the tools to facilitate it.
Yeah, I mean, Sneaky's been playing so aggressive, you've been saying, Ozzy, but we haven't even seen attempts at evasion from Sneaky though. Like, there's been very few back steps and very few like step back or counter hit attempts, just purely trying to play to his plus frames.
I feel like, honestly, against Lee, it might be a little risky to go for those. Just because he has such long range with his legs.
Yeah. I was about to say.
And his counter hits are devastating.
Oh, his last hit gets the stomp, goes low, goes mid.
what a way to end it. Just keep the aggression going. That's all he needed. And then the controller disconnect.
At least this time it was intended.
At least it was, yeah. At least it was. Sneaky wins that. Back the commentator.
No, that was a well played round. Like, oh my god.
Back and forward, very exciting to watch.
It felt like there was the moment at the end where it all kind of fell apart for Satsu, though. It's just he had an OTG follow, like he had gotten a knockdown and just did like a down forward 4 and just like, all right, I'm gonna kick you on the ground, I'm gonna let you stand back up and like reset to neutral.
Yeah.
And that allowed the heat to be activated, that allowed with the rage art damage to come, the rage drive damage, the rage state damage come into play, and once Fang's heat is activated, it doesn't matter how far you step away, that C-splitter is still coming down on you.
Yeah, absolutely, but it is also a problem of the Fang here, our buddy, has
our good friend.
has every time, well, almost every time after C-Splitter, went for the mid option, and that just wasn't called out.
He did.
That wasn't called out, and that's what led.
I feel like there aren't that many characters. I haven't really touched 8 as much. I'm more proficient in 7, but it feels like there aren't many characters that really can call out mids in this game, this version at least.
Yeah, you kind of have to play. Mids are the typical frame trapping option in 8, while lows you can have the hop kick counterplay.
Yeah.
Have the like if you block them you get a massive punish. Like mids are much more intended to be you use this as your frame trap and then the low as
it's because I played Lucky Chloe and that's
there it is.
Kind of it's like, hey, it's time for you to guess. I'm hitting you lower mid.
I love Casino Tekken.
Guess. Oh, by the way, here's a high just because I can now.
Yeah.
All right.
Also, hey Kaido.
They left the game?
Oh, it's over. We're going back to Tekken 7 actually.
No.
This is now a Tekken 7
We're
tournament.
just going back to Tekken 7.
Today, gentlemen's back to 7.
All I'm saying.
I would straight do that actually.
All I'm saying is, listen. Harada, bring back Miguel.
I want Lucky Chloe back. I genuinely want Lucky Chloe back.
Okay, but at least Miguel actually has like some narrative weight because
That's fair.
He hates Jin with a passion.
That's fair. Lucky Chloe is the canonical ending.
Screaming.
Is that no canonical ending is she beats Akuma.
W.
Big W.
Canonical ending. She beats Akuma. That's why he goes to a cave. It's like, I lost to the girl. I'm gonna go
I'm gonna sit here for 3 years. God, I can't believe
he grades so fast in 6 because he lost to Lucky Chloe.
She's so true for that, though. I want you to know she's so true.
Oh, hold on. I lost sound.
Yo, don't take sound from the stream. Zafina Kazuya. So Kazuya's the Dark Blues is the Kazuya. I know this, but hey, yo. He's production. Geek Boy's going to beat up some players. We got to get the cameras on that.
Sound malfunction here. But Zafina and Kazuya.
New character versus new blood, freshened up rather. Zafina was in like games before this, but now she's like a character now.
You know, Arslan would have some words for that. Okay, that was his baby.
Well, it was in 7, and then at the beginning of 8, he freely admitted that she was dog shit. And now she's not dog shit.
Have you guys picked up sound at all? No.
Listen, to be fair, nobody actually knew how to play against her in 7 because like nobody saw her really, and she was just like.
Weird.
Xiao Yu too?
Yeah.
Where she had so many evasive moves and that just put her on the ground.
And at least that is still a thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like she still has Mantis and Scarecrow stances to either pull her back or down or whatever else like her stances are calling. Like isn't one like Scorpion maybe? I don't remember.
I have no idea. I've never touched this lady in my life, okay? All I know is she was a monster. With her, I don't even know what the move is called, but dude, her arm is engulfed in crystals and she punches you. It's a linear ass move that you're supposed to sidestep. But the plus frame she got if it connected on block just allowed her to do whatever she wanted afterwards.
I think they brought that back. I think that was the crazy like, oh yeah, this move that was +2 is now +22.
Yeah,
I think she just puts the claw forward, the Azazel's power.
All right, sorry about the technical difficulties.
Hi everybody.
hear audio?
Maybe.
Well,
I was saying, can you still hear audio?
I don't really hear anything. It says that there's audio.
Yeah, might just be because pause.
Yeah, I can hear. Yeah.
Game audio is back. All right, we're here at the secluded training grounds. Winners round 2. Dark Blues and Shay rocking the Zafina today. Let's see what we're going with. Last 2 weeks ago, it was the Victor, shifting over to Zafina though, and he activated immediately.
I feel like that was a waste.
Started off with Kazi on this side with a perfect electric. You know, we love that, but he's kind of getting eaten up right now.
Yeah, I know Dark Blues typically
because they can't hear the game.
Oh yeah.
Because they have it for some reason going through the, even though it's supposed to be going through the monitor, it's not going through, like, they have it through the monitor speakers right now.
Oh, very
instead of
nice.
headsets.
Finding the wall into the legend kick. That's some, still kept the wall because of the axis. That was some really good change up there from Dark Blues. And then this hell sweep is gonna.
And then, yeah, there we go. Dark Blues is back.
So, Kazi
Mishima. Tell me about him.
Very difficult character, execution heavy, but explosive in the biggest regard. The damage he gets off of combos is insane. The struggle here is getting to those combos.
I mean, case in point, right? We saw some little chip damage, and then boom, half your health is gone. Using the Azazel's power does take a little bit of health from Shay, but it does not matter because we find the round anyway.
What makes Kazuya so particularly difficult to play is most of his strength comes off of the hard knockdown.
Yes.
He has to get you on the ground to enforce his mix-up with his 2 kicks, the Hell Sweep and the forward 3. If he just can't get that knockdown, he struggles. He has to play neutral. He can't play with his normal explosive combo routes.
Yeah, we're just saying we saw that like really come to play. Shay either playing really up close and personal, utilizing the Zafina's own ability to control the game, while always threatening those Scarecrow and Mantis stances to constantly shift where Dark Blues was swinging at, forcing these rather slow mid-checks as opposed to how Kazuya's neutral typically plays around, which is with the... Oh my god. This stage is... That was a brutal looking hitbox, but we are walking all the way around before swinging with the huge.
We went around town with that full orbit. Okay?
Yeah, it wasn't even a walk. We just stepped.
Just little tiny steps, but you want to know what?
Oh, that was a nice whip punish. An even better block, but didn't take the punish. That's tough. You had the opportunity, recognized it a little bit too late. Was Dark Blues trying for the forward 4-3.
That was Reina. That Hell Sweep would have connected.
True. Kazuya's legs are like tree stumps, not like tree trunks. Right.
They hit like freight trains, though.
I mean, that's happening.
This is.
I mean, isn't man a sneaker man?
He is a sneaker man, actually. Yeah.
Yeah. Legs have to look good for all those sneakers.
Our boy Kazi is a sneakerhead. I wish we got some of his collection in game as wearable items.
That would be great, actually.
Wow. You see the final hit going. I love the heat activator there to keep up the pressure, going instantly into you lose your turn, but you activate armor, force Shay to constantly respect that space. I mean, once a Mishima gets going, he's so hard to start. Chicken sandwich.
Chicken sandwich, indeed.
We're placing orders for chicken sandwiches now via stream.
Chicken sandwich.
Oh my god, Zafina's so sick. Look at the damage already. Like, it feels like all the June players that are really sad that you have that you lost a lot of your recoverability just played Zafina now.
What a gorgeous!
Oh my god!
You're gone.
You're done.
This is over.
Done.
It's over.
I'm gonna take a sip of my soda. Look at his face. Look him in the eye.
Oh They wanted you to know. Our boy Kazuya just went right there. Okay. Ben's letting us know about his chiseled jawline.
Old game. Finally, Dark Blue's up around. He's letting these heat activators swing, though. He's kind of having to play a little bit aggressive, rather, a little bit preemptive. Is kind of risky, though, in a game where everything can be whiff punished to brutal effectiveness as Shay takes the game, bringing us to a final round and an elimination game for Dark Blues. Luckily, the counter hit did not do him any good, and he finds the twin pistons for full combo.
This is gonna be a definitely great combo too, because it brought her straight to the wall. And she has to find a way out of it, because the last thing you want is a Mishima having you against the wall.
Right. She found her way out, no problem. This game is
and
over.
It's juggling.
That was
wonderful job by this Afina. Here's the fact that, really, because she's so low so often, he can't threaten with any jabs.
Yeah, that's tough. Like, you can't play the control game. You can't stick with like the 1-1-2s or the normal stuff that is so terrifying with Kazuya. You just gotta like, oh, you have to mid-check me, you have to wall rising. You've got to play around that, and as you're taking extra frames to either put out a mid, put out a low, or try to like sidestep all of that, I'm still pressing. I'm still playing my turn. My turn lasts artificially that much longer.
Also,
oh my god.
I don't like you in chat. You don't need to bring that up, okay?
Pal going crazy for no reason.
Fix Kazuya's combo.
Who is who? That's my question.
Who's where? Oh, is it on the players? Casual NY is coming up next. I don't know. We're being bullied.
I'm being bullied. I'm the one called out here.
We're chilling. Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining us for some New York Tekken 8.
Listen, I may have one damage, but I'm not Yoshimitsu.
I'm cracking up. Just instantly, people come into chat, they drop chicken sandwich and the #1, and it's like, oh, that's crazy.
That is crazy. You get the endearing comments. I'm being made fun of right now.
Who's up? Oh, we got someone who is sticking with Azucena, Sainam, and on the other side, Casual NY and their Lars. So we got people. Bird chicken nugget. I'm going crazy. I'm going crazy.
All right, we having the rivals match after this stream. Okay.
Oh my god. That. Yep. Azucena.
Lars is just like.
Good morning.
Christ.
Welcome to Lars.
Oh my god.
I wasn't aware Strider was in this game.
Yo, Strider here. He's going ballistic right now.
I never seen That was just one-sided. Oh, we just saw story mode boss Lars. That was insane.
I mean, Sainam's going to have to start playing these backswing blows a little bit more, playing invasive, because 1-4-1 string, it don't track. It's got way less hit stun, or box stun rather. So once you duck one of them, you are feeling fine. And the backswing blows, they are going to be punished.
Okay.
This Lars is feeling his buffs right now. Okay? He's feeling his buffs. He's loving this. Oh!
Lars is forward, Oh my god, DE3. And we're just doing it again. I love dynamic entry. Lars went anime protagonist. So true. It's so true.
That's a Strider fit too.
He went straight into going back to being a Naruto character. Okay. We booted up Ultra Ninja Storm right now.
We're even in the wide open circular map. It's Naruto
What
Lars
Capcom
Ninja
character
Storm.
is this? Literally, what Capcom character is this?
We're playing. He picked Minato Namikaze, bro. Oh my lord. And okay.
We are seeing months of Azucena aggression being poured onto poor Zainam.
Not another counter hit launcher. How much damage are you taking? Oh my god. It's brutal.
Casual NY here is just making Larza look like an S tier character.
Yeah, this is business casual. Yeah. Strider heal you. Making plays. Actually, I don't think I want to imagine Lars with a sword.
I mean, technically, you could give him a sword.
You could give it to him, but just don't make him use it.
Exactly.
Oh man, we are going all the way down. This Lars is not giving her a chance to breathe.
So Casual's winning the tournament, right? Like he's winning today, right?
Evidently, the man's on his protagonist arc right now. We are in Tekken 6, okay? Casual really said he's the main character of this tournament, and he's letting everyone know.
All right, this is some damn.
There we go.
He walked in and said, "All right." Oh no.
My fun's over.
Or was it truly an underdog story all along?
It's the plot demanded that he drop that combo because it's Casual's turn to play the game again. Oh my god! Wow. The shift from 1 to 2 to 3 different stances, and he had him shook.
Listen, I can't say I do much better.
No, I'm getting farmed. Are you kidding me?
I'd be quaking in my boots the entire time after the match I just had.
That is Lars when you were just either don't know what's going on or are too scared to. It's over.
Oh.
It's set start.
Okay.
That was 2-0 and a handshake.
I didn't even.
Sorry, bro.
I looked away for like 2 seconds. I'm like, oh, it's over? Oh, okay.
Game is done. Like you are done.
You did your best.
That's tough. That's tough, bro. Pick up a different character.
I'm not saying that, but you know.
Azucena's not great anymore. She's still fine, but she's like not good.
I'm telling you, that was just a cathartic release right there. Okay.
After months.
Months of Azucena just dominating.
No more Azucena gameplay.
So I'm assuming that the patch everyone's happy with.
I think this patch really good, to be honest. Like, there's characters that I still are frustrated with. Namely, for me, it's Elisa, who I think is just kind of ridiculous and really hard to counterplay specifically. And like Fang is still crazy, but like that, I'm resigned to that. Like, that's just never going to change. But everything else, I feel like the game is in a really healthy spot, and all the changes that were implemented were genuinely pretty good.
The only thing I could add on to this. Please fix the 1 damage, okay? There's no reason why the scaling should be that hard.
Why not?
You say why not?
I didn't say why. You said why not?
Again, I haven't touched this game yet, so.
It was effectively a nerf to Devil Jin's combo routes in not 1.0.3. Also affected Kazuya because they made the same change. However, Kazuya got hit by it way harder for some reason. I'm not sure how the value changed in the way that it did.
Suddenly,
in any prolonged combo, Heaven's Door does 1 damage.
1 damage. The scaling just hits that combo insanely hard, along with problems causing that particular move not triggering stage interactions.
Well, that's the same all across the board, though. They really made it. They made it really hard to trigger multiple stage interactions in a combo.
Give Yoshi electrics. No.
Okay, wait, hold on. I was already like, all right, Yoshi does need like a little bit more X factor, but buffing Rainbow Drop would be really weird. Healing more could get very dangerous very quickly. Why do we need to give Yoshi electrics? Like, all right, sell me on it. Like,
just give Yoshi a bigger sword. Extend the range.
Give him a 3rd sword.
Give him a third sword.
give this man a whole Buster Sword.
Yo,
Give him
Yoshimitsu Strife. Hold on.
Give him. Each sword should just be either Soul Edge or Soul Blaze.
Yo, can we just put Yoshimitsu in other games?
You mean how we've always done?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yoshi's in Soul Calibur. Give him.
You know what's crazy?
Put Yoshi in
You know
Marvel
what's crazy?
3.
Yeah, we've gotten Yoshi back, but the character that came from Tekken that went to Soul Calibur is just gone.
He's over.
It's over. It's the dude with the wolf.
Oh, I forget his name.
Yeah. Lost him forever.
Turn Yoshi into Zoro. Oh my god.
Oh.
Weeb.
Funnily enough, you know what? That wasn't the only character. Devil Jin was also in
Yeah.
the Soul Calibur game.
Which one? 4?
I think
3?
it was 5.
5.
But you can only use him with like a custom character.
Yeah.
'Cause you can only use his moveset.
You can only use his moveset, but not him.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so weird. Oh my
it was
god.
so weird.
Soul Calibur is so weird.
I love Soul Calibur though.
It's great because it's so identifiable and unique,
Yeah.
but like, why did you choose to be like this?
You know what character they should bring into Tekken? Voldo.
Oh, I was gonna say like, are we gonna say like Tifa or something?
No, Voldo.
Why not, right?
Save the creepy man from Soul Calibur.
Just pluck
Save
him
the
here.
creepy Italian.
Yo,
bring
save Soul
Yoda.
Calibur. Okay. Save Soul.
No, you know how much trauma that is? It's like I go to grab, you're too short to grab.
He's short. He just jumps around like it's Lego Star. Bring Lego Yoda specifically into
Lego,
Tekken.
I can get behind that. Okay?
Oh my god.
Only if he makes the noise every time. Every time he gets launched.
All right, is it?
It is Stone Metal versus Zambi.
I'm not taking Rip Soul Calibur in chat, by the way. I'm huffing that hopium, okay?
I think
We'll see it return one day.
It still gets decent entrants at Defend in the North every year.
Right.
It's still played in all of Europe.
Also that.
Reina versus Lars.
But I just like forget Europe exists sometimes.
A lot of people forget Europe exists.
All right, we're checking our buttons. So is this Lars again? Lars Part 2? Different Lars?
Different Lars. A Lars Electric Boogaloo.
Oh, never mind. Dragon.
Dragunov.
Another nerfed character, but
Still strong.
yeah, not bad. Not as bad.
Still strong.
In fact, these are nerfs that are like should have just been there.
Yeah. I don't know what they did in between 7 and 8, but Dragunov just became a nightmare.
He took like so many steroids.
Just a nightmare. I'm telling you, like, of everyone who was eating good, Dragunov for a while was just at a dining table full of food, okay? This man, and he flew under the radar for a lot of people for a long time.
I mean, he's still pretty, like, in comparison to 7, he's still eating very, very good. Like, I would be floored for many players. Like, you don't need to drop Dragunov if you spent from the game start to now. If you spent that with Dragunov, you don't really need to change up your character. You just need to change up, like, some buttons need to get out of your wheelhouse and get out of your flow. Like, the hatchet kick isn't as powerful anymore. That's a solid combo.
He is still absolutely phenomenal at just controlling the pace of the match with his insane plus frames and his ability to switch between directions of attack really quickly. This man can go from high to low to mid rapidly.
I mean, that's kind of what he was built on before. Like, he was always a kind of movement poke-heavy character that then just decided, hey, what if I did damage?
Yeah. And his grabs have always been really good.
I mean, we saw that earlier. We saw the one, it was 1-2 into sneak stance, into cancel into the 1+2 throw. Like, things can happen so quickly, and he's very, very able to shift stuff together. And then as you play the poke game, you just decide, what if I round start down forward 2 and like just let the roulette rock.
A chance for a whiff punish by this Reina missed, but she's back in the game now. No longer under the Dragunov plus frames. And an amazing low parry.
Yeah. Gotta be ready with those. The heat burst is gonna allow a little bit of time. The sidewalk is even better, but the tracking.
The tracking.
Yo,
She's so dangerous with her tracking, and those hell sweeps just go for so far.
All right, final round. Almost a reverse 30 here in round number 1. Both players stand up, getting ready to go. Instead, choosing for the down 2, but an even better throw break. It's so tough. Wow, the sidestep into the launch.
Once again, this Reina is playing her neutral really well.
Oh my god. Zambidi is very, very focused on the 1+2 break of the throw. They need to start changing up which throw they're going for. The 4-4-2 gets blown up though.
Absolutely gorgeous whiff punish there.
Oh, we find the wall. And they're almost getting the float, but it's a last hit, not choosing to burn any sort of heat. We're playing sneak stance, we're playing down 2. As you said earlier, Ozzy just shifting between mid pokes, sneak stance, and these down 2s, constantly threatening mid, high, and low at 3 different times, and deviating from these grabs that it seemed like Stone Meadow was very, very ready for at the end of the game, like ready to be.
Oh, he pausing.
You gotta go to random stage. That's how the rules work. Never mind. I guess not.
Unless, I think they may have decided just rematch.
Yeah, I mean you can lock in rematch, but Tekken War Tour rules, you go to random stage
each
after.
time.
Yeah.
But could you technically gentlemen's and be like just run it back?
I guess technically.
Yeah.
But like, Gentleman's Clause can do a lot of heavy lifting in any competitive format.
That's true. I mean,
we could have gentlemen to Tekken 7.
we had that during Smash.
Yeah, we did.
Bugs gentlemen to Tekken 8.
It was pretty awesome.
But Dragunov, while running 2, is just such a really, really good button.
It's crazy now.
It's
still
the
crazy.
control button. It is what you want to press when you want to take your turn as Dragunov.
But like, and it kind of solves a problem that that his design inherently had a little bit before, right? Like he wants to play this like 0.5 to 1 style range where he's playing a semi-long distance movement and poke heavy game. 4-4-2 gives you that game plan and gives you that game state immediately. And I mean, from playing from round start, it's already strong. Wow.
It is, however, a very risky move because
That's just angry.
Yeah, not a great combo though is the hard part. You still find the wall here though, so certainly not a bad thing. I always find it so difficult to break these walls.
Is it only one of the walls breakable?
I'm pretty sure that is the one.
No, I think it's
Is it the other one?
It's the other side.
Either way, they're very tough walls because you gotta like hit a wall breaking move twice.
Yeah, it's that wall, I think.
The one with the weird stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, check.
Oh,
Just like that.
What a good series of pokes right there.
Just a couple down forward ones. Just like
That's all you need sometimes.
Yeah.
Just gotta catch them pressing buttons when they're not supposed to.
I've got my quick mid, and we'll move along. Very, very nice stuff.
right.
Sealing out game number 2 in a much more dominant fashion. As that seals him into top 8, I believe, right? If I'm looking at bracket correctly. Where was that in bracket?
Here. We are in winners quarters still.
Yeah, so that means winner goes into
Top eight.
in top 8. Yeah.
I thought you were saying that sends us to the top 8 right now. I'm like, no, we're not in the top 8 yet.
No, not yet. It sends him, but
Yes.
not us. We still got more qualifiers, quarters. Same thing.
Quarters.
Quarters,
All right.
dimes. How you feeling, Natsu?
I'm doing just fine. These matches have been really entertaining to watch. Just showcasing why Tekken is just one of the best spectator sports when it comes to video games.
I agree. I very much agree.
Tatsu.
That Dragunov really put on a showcase as to how you can control the match flow as that character. He
Yes.
added it. Once he realized that his specific throws were being broken too much, he made sure to mix up his throw game. He was controlling with forward 2 and hatchet kick when it needed to come out, and he was just ready to hit the mids.
Yeah, I definitely like his use of down 2 a lot. Just It's also a very, very quick, very solid button, but it's kind of become the substitute for hatchet kick as it's a lot more risky, and it still gives you very, very solid plus frames on hit. Even better on counter hit, of which he definitely found a ton of them. Meanwhile, we got Mike Spence and Satsu picking up. Satsu, of course, was representing the Lee Chao Bla earlier. But we might be seeing a different character out of him as we are locking in from Mike Spence, the Brian. Oh, and it's Jin instead of... Unless I'm reading it. Yeah, so Mike is rocking the Brian. Satsu on the Jin. My God.
You know, we mentioned Dragunov has been eating good with the release of this game. Jin definitely was eating good too. In the entirety of Tekken 7's lifespan, Jin here received nothing but nerfs. Not a single buff. And then Tekken 8 came out.
And they said, we actually want the protagonist to be good at the game. Some simple stuff though. Some Zenshin stance normal. Hell sweep.
You know,
Well, wasn't canonically that kind of makes sense why Jin was bad in 7.
Yeah, he did want to die.
Yeah, like,
honest.
so he's not really fighting with all his heart.
So real. Just the kickflip. Oh, Demon Paw. You can end the round here. Don't usually see that that string off of standing 3 a lot. It's not bad.
One of the best changes, to be honest, made from Tekken 7 to 8 in terms of Jin is specifically the way his Hell Sweep interacts with, you know, hit players. Before, it was essentially the equivalent of a low parry in terms of it leading to a small combo.
Oh, the guys are set up.
Instead, it leads to a follow-up that is a hard knockdown and does really, really good damage. It is now something to be genuinely afraid of, and that up forward 2 was really well placed.
Right, do you reset the floor? No, just choosing to take the wall. He had the down forward 2-3. Oh, we getting electric. We're getting everything.
We're getting everything.
Just pivoting into Demon Paw very quick. Finds the grab. And that detonates the floor. Something that I was ready for Satsu to bring out a little bit earlier off of something like that Hell Sweep, but doesn't commit to it. Instead, we see the hatchet kick into the mid check. Mike Spence on the board.
Off of the Hell Sweep or off of a down back 2-3.
Yeah.
That would have guaranteed him.
How did they end up on the meteorite?
Do you want like
actual narrative?
for how Brian got there? He took his motorcycle.
Okay, that makes sense. Jin?
He can fly.
Okay. Why a meteorite?
It's funny.
Listen, narrative-wise, it is a part of the big climactic set piece between father and son.
As if throwing them into the volcano wasn't enough. Now you gotta burn them in the atmosphere
And then go into the volcano.
and then go into the volcano.
Listen, my man Kazuya.
They might as well.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I just realized this setup doesn't have Eddie.
Right.
Yo, base setup. Base
So who
setup.
won? That was Kazuya who won that, right?
That was Jin.
Jin, yeah. So Satsu won that.
He's just letting like the back forward 2-1s rip sometimes, and the 2-3s as well.
Gotta
using those
sometimes.
just letting go those shift him into stance. It's been nice to see. As we're locking in game number 2, round 1. The shift to Fang from Mike Spence, and then we're saying, what if we did up forward 2 into dive kick?
You know, I'm surprised that dive kick actually hit.
Me too. But I
It's
love
such
it.
a linear attack, but you want to know what? The both of us being Jin players,
I love it.
we love those.
Yeah. I like it when I get to say I'm +2 from full screen. Oh, what a low parry.
Gorgeous parry right there. And what a way to finish off the round.
Adjusting the combo for the wall and getting the guaranteed OTG after. That's some nice setup there from Mike Spence. Good recognition, and Tekken is if Tekken is anything, it is a game about recognition. Oh, you're exploding.
And we are
Into the key charge. You actively couldn't block that.
I don't know if that was a misinput or
Probably.
Satsu's over here trying to flex, but
I respect the attempt, but that landslide is that landslide really breaks your ribs. Like,
Satsu tried to go for the back 1-2 there, but
no dice.
got counter hit. Really, really solid button, which was. I'm assuming this is completely intentional now.
Okay, doing it twice, but I saw the player cam. The player cam, he's actively saying, "Come on, man!" Like, there's something going wrong. Whether maybe he's trying to hit like. He's trying to go into Zenshin stance and get it in, like, fat fingering both triggers or something. I don't know. Oh, the landslide one is rough. Staying on the ground a little bit and some nice patience from Satsu.
Wonderful grab there.
Oh, hell sweep immediately. We're breaking this floor. Yeah, with the back forward 2-on-2. Going right back into it, the geyser.
Absolutely gorgeous. We can just keep using that move. Ooh!
Does so much damage. Fang does have heat still and is going to get enough health back to survive a couple pokes, which sometimes that's all you need, but you're not surviving that.
You're not surviving that.
You know, Jin here is finding a lot of success with back forward.
Back forward. Sometimes the suite of moves is good. Nice check. Saw the stance and even better.
Solid hop kick.
15 frame hop kick. Yo.
Fang here, you have to respect how much he's on top of his low parry game.
Yeah, into the avalanche. You go for the OTG, but the quick stand from Satsu gets him out of that. Still has heat burst. Oh, but we're committing it all. You are gone, sir. Just with the Iron Fortress taking the round, the shift of character doing wonders.
1-1.
Select stage. Never mind. We're going to the main
Back to the
menu.
main menu.
We resetting the game. We button checking? We button checking?
Maybe.
Oh, we are.
I mean, he got like 2 key charges there that he really didn't want. It's resetting it to default. Did he have?
He had all 4 face buttons
He had
on
the right.
clicking on the.
So dude
the
would just
stick.
tense up and key charge. That's so silly.
That's great.
There's never a reason. There's never a reason to have all 4 face buttons mapped to anything.
I will say.
One of Chloe's moves requires that. Those requires all 4 face buttons.
Cheers.
That's about it.
I was also gonna say, actually, one of the few true 50-50s in Tekken 7 came from Kazuya on knockdown. If you key charged, you had a true 50-50.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I didn't play a lot of Tekken 7.
Okay, all of a sudden now it feels like a different game.
Probably because it is. Yo, what a... All right, very interesting string there from Satsu, but...
I will also add that...
Add it on top.
We'll also add that Jin, previously,
Ooh, damage.
from Omen stance, used to get the counter hit
Nice.
key charge status effect on him.
Really? That's weird.
So whenever you use that specific parry, whether it hit or not, it would put you in key charge.
Huh.
That's why no one ever used it. But in this game, they made it a lot more useful.
Yes. The Omen stance is quite a bit better, but that round is well over. I even liked how Satsu was like in the face of some very, very dangerous spots, just like played it very brazen and very brave, which I don't dislike, given how you need to find a way to take your turn back at some point. But
especially against Fang Wei, again, because he can just easily run away with the match.
oh, he's still so hard.
You have to do your best to try and squeeze in there with as many opportunities as you get, and sometimes that can just lead to Fang continuing to steamroll, and that's what he does best.
It truly, truly is. Going for the dive kick after a weird hit into the jackknife, but then the heat smash, excuse me, triggers. He kicks him in the face.
The bad manners.
Trying for the down forward twos. We're just poking a little bit here. Oh. Big combo. It's a nice shift up. He sees that little dash forward, the double tap forward can sometimes trick you up on whether or not that's a breaking step or not. Yo, what a round.
What a round. Okay.
What a round. That was just entirely in Jin's corner.
Yeah. Jin's favor. Like he found little habits that he would start to really pick up on, like ways to trigger a defensive reaction from Spence. Like, oh, when you see me dashing forward, a lot of times you're flash ducking because you're prepping for the hell sweep and then reacting if he doesn't see it. Because, I mean, Jin, a lot of the times when he's doing his most dangerous moves, he flashes red and there's feathers everywhere, and it's like, oh, okay, like I should be ducking here. That's a down 2 or a hell sweep. But the 4-4-3 motion seems like you're starting the breaking step, but would shift into instead. It would hit him with the mid. That would be a combo. A lot of tech roll, a lot of stand-up aways instead of just quick stands. That's free real estate for a Demon Paula. Like little things that you start to pick up on that were then cashed out immediately.
Absolutely.
Very nice stuff.
And probably the only thing that could have went better is in the last combo that Jin was doing. He could have went for another 3-1 into stance and finished off the round sooner. But he made sure he was ending off that round even with that drop.
Yeah, he's just constantly keeping his turn, and like that's honestly what what most heat smashes in the game are for. They're for like keep up the pressure, keep up your turn, press this button if you feel like you're in a tense neutral scenario, because that means you're in advantage and you're winning the game at that point.
And even if it was blocked,
you're chilling.
It puts Jin into break step with it, which is very, very dangerous.
Yes. Oh my god, it's so good. But as we're shifting, we're seeing Shay and Mikoto come to bat. Shay representing the Zafina that we saw earlier. Looked pretty good. Looked very good even as he took down Dark Blues. Mikoto on the Asuka. Now Mikoto, a player that had been shifting off of Azucena already, wanted to play Asuka last week, but you know, now Asuka's a lot better, or 2 weeks ago.
Very much so. She is definitely one of the
big winners.
Yeah,
like, you know.
She took some big W's from this recent patch.
All right, I'm gonna be a hater for a little bit. I hate Asuka's animations sometimes, man. It looks like she's just swinging like it's backyard baseball instead of actually performing any sort of martial arts.
It just feels very slow.
You know what? It does kind of fit in with her character, okay?
I suppose.
Being as, like, she is from the Kansai region of Japan, she's kind of considered by the cast this, like, kind of country bumpkin, okay? So it only makes sense that she's just, like, visually kind of...
rough around the edges.
Yeah.
Also, man, I could use some pizza.
You know what? While in New York, you get some
very,
pizza.
Very true, very true. We'll get some after the bracket because we're stepping right in the heat dash from Shay, heading into Scarecrow stance, but that's going to be a massive punish with that forward too.
Excellent combo by this Asuka.
Yeah, not bad. I love the cancel and then into the wall rising 1+2. That was some nice stuff.
Forcing Zafina to approach like that is probably the best thing you can do. So combos on a stage like this that send her far away, so you can properly register what you specifically want to do to stop her advance,
right,
is one of the best things you can do.
It was always in Asuka's benefit whenever a player like had to approach them either by health lead or by stage positioning or what have you. Character just naturally responds well thanks to the Kazama fighting style. But then you add in the install buffs, you add in the damage potential, on top of the already existing powerful reversal options like that one while rising 1+2 to cover space, the Sabaki that she can utilize to very effectiveness, the massive amounts of parries. Like, character's got a lot of means to keep you out, but Zafina finds a lot of ways to get in, either by standing on one leg or crawling on the floor. She's letting those claws rip.
Zafina is just very slippery, and she challenges a lot of characters whose entire thing is, I'm gonna make sure you go for the routes I want you to.
Right. Not the key charge. You lose the round for that, and Shay
Perfect also.
Shay is baffled. He's like, huh? How did that key charge come out? That was not intentional. All right, we got to stare into the future. Got to figure some things out if you're gonna win this game. It was a clean 5-round of game 1, though. Sidestep into hop kick, or into can rather. Nothing doing, just some pokes.
You know, coming from a Jin player, it is so weird to see the normal Kazuma style cans.
Yeah, right. Low high instead of mid.
It is just, I see it come out and I'm expecting a launch, and then I see the block and I'm just confused.
It's different. It functions different. But you know what? Still powerful all the same. Because you can really catch people counter hitting. Whoa!
Well,
awkward string, but Shay blocks it all and then finds a massive punish off of it.
As a previous Jun player, right?
Yeah.
What is the utility for that specific style of can?
A lot of times you're playing it like a counter hit character, right? Because it starts low, a lot of players aren't blocking it immediately. So just by sidestep and hesitating an extra half second, you can get people pressing jabs and confirm the counter hit can after it, which is just so good. Meanwhile, Jin's is a lot more of a call out type.
Yes, definitely. But between the two, right? Seeing as you've recently moved on to Jin, which would you prefer?
Just stepped on. Okay.
Yeah, that is a way to run it. That is a way to end the round. It made up for that perfect last game.
Yo, those stilettos hurt.
Listen, I don't think I want to be stepped on by Zafina, okay?
True. Chat, be cool.
Be cool, chat.
Be cool, chat.
I'm watching you.
Yeah, he's staring there like a hawk. Okay.
Oh my god. And I mean,
wow,
Shay is.
What a way just to turn around the game. Like, this aggression is just something we didn't see in the first set.
Well, it was like the Mantis. What was that? Mantis 1+2. Like that dive forward. The claw is out, covering so much space, homing, tracking and lingering forever and advancing. That move right there is crazy. I'm going nuts.
It feels like a 50-50 guess almost.
It looks like
to block it.
It looks like one of Eddie's moves, right? The handstand chop that puts him into relax. Like, that is insanity. And then you get played out in jabs at the very end. Like, all right, +1. Just these little backhands. Shay's playing this Zafina so well.
It is. However, it's going to show just how strong simply a crouching jab can be.
Yeah.
Because in the instance where Asuka here was getting jabbed out, she did duck one of them, and it could have led to at least a halt in aggression if she had went for the jab.
100% agree. 100% agree. Like, if there's anything that's underutilized in the, for lack of a better phrase, the like orange to purple ranks of that like mid to high, like encroaching on higher levels of play, sometimes you're not going to get the crazy while rising punish or the immediate step up. You just gotta like stop that.
You just
gotta punch him in the knees.
You sometimes just need to halt the aggression just enough for you to breathe.
Yes.
Right? And just enough to cause the other player to second guess going for a move. Right? Because
100%.
that leads to reversals really quickly. If you can cause your opponent to hesitate, that is how you get your turn back.
It's hesitation, and I said it before. situational awareness and recognition is everything in most fighting games, but in Tekken especially because there's way too much to remember.
Yes. There is a lot to remember.
There's a lot going on in this game.
And it's evident by playing people who've been playing Tekken since forever.
Yes.
Okay, they have the ancient techs. They'll hit you with a grab that you've never seen in like 12 years or something like that.
Yeah,
like they'll hit you with a
different
Tekken 3
animations.
grab or something like that.
It's like, oh yeah, Zafina's had this since Tekken 6. You remember? Like, no. I don't remember when Zafina was first introduced. What's a 6?
I'm not exactly too sure.
Yeah.
Like I said, I kind of just ignored her existence until I went against her, and then it's kind of just like, what is going on?
I feel that. There's sometimes you just like, I don't need to know what Lily does. It's Street Fighter Lily, not in this game. Lily's really good, but in Street Fighter, I don't need Lily knowledge.
Sure?
Yeah.
And then you go against her.
I never see her except occasionally online when I see her, and I'm like, uh-oh.
I don't know what anything is happening. I don't know what's going on.
That's how my friends were with me when I played T-Hawk.
Yeah.
Like, oh, why can you grab me? I hit you twice with my Ultra. Why can you grab me out of it? I'm like, T-Hawk.
Yeah, T-Hawk, I'm out.
T-Hawk.
I just treat her like T-Hawk and just like go from there.
Yeah, just beware of the grabs.
Yeah.
But it's
She's got small pile driver instead of spinning pile driver.
Yeah.
SPD.
But that is quietly how some of these low ranking characters end up better in matchups than they actually are. It's just because nobody plays them, nobody knows what to expect from them.
And if you match up into the meta pretty well, or like a specific character, like for instance, as we seem to be getting up to the plate, sometimes your opponent locks in. Oh no, he's shifting. But sometimes your opponent locks in Jack, and you're like, what the fuck's going on?
listen, Jack is. Last game, Jack was such a joke character.
No, he's really good.
Did not see him at all.
What's crazy though is you ran into a Jack player every now and then, and it's like, because he's such a joke, how do I fight you?
Yeah, no, listen, people who played Jack in 7 dedicated to Jack so hard that you just couldn't keep up with them.
I mean, that dedication's paying off in this game.
Absolutely, they gave Jack some...
Everything.
Goodbye, Strider.
They gave Jack some of Gigas' moves, and, he's just rocking out in this game.
Is Casual the Jin right now? And no, he's the Lars still.
The Lars stuff, so it's flipped. They flipped on me. Why do they always do this to me?
I mean, he should be at least, unless they're the wrong cameras as well.
I have to say, I very much love that grab that Lars gets on his aerial combos.
Oh yeah,
it's just so satisfying to watch him toss you around like a ragdoll. Okay,
should be that. No,
I'm not.
This is Mike.
Yeah,
he's sitting
Mike is in blue, in the blue camera. But no, not Mike. Excuse me. Casual NY in the blue.
They swapped the position in when they chose characters. That's what they did. I'll swap that.
Okay. Because I'm pretty sure that Casual was the Lars that we saw earlier using this skin, and Mike was the Jin. But either way,
there we go.
Mike started off crazy with the Jin. Casual starting to get a lot of things going. We're actually starting to see Casual when he's not allowed just to play the game for free. He's actually got to check for a little bit. But that was so tough.
Which means I had to swap the cameras.
Casual here is showing his ability to just adapt.
Yeah. He's gonna have to eat some of this combo damage into the 443 Oki.
Jin is still so strong, and it's just evident by the fact he is a jack of all trades character. You can play him in pretty much any way you specifically want to, and that is to the detriment of Lars here, who is strictly a rush now.
Yeah, we are seeing Mike though play up to Lars's tempo though, where instead of trying to change the game. He's matching Lars at what Lars typically does best by meeting him with solid damage, setting up very powerful on the ground setups, like, and then keeping Casual on the back foot enough, so much so that the 2-1-4-4 ended up even connecting. Normally very reactable, but if you're not looking for it, it can catch you off guard.
What a great low block there off of stance 1-2.
The pickup after the mid, tries for the monkey flip, but no dice. Instantly walked around, and Mike Spence finds round number 1 in this very important game 2. Not trying to drop down to loser's bracket ever, if you can help it, but especially once you get into the real thick of things. Oh, this spring kick is getting exploded.
This is just a very entertaining match to watch. Very back and forward. It's
perfect for in that round for Casual. Once he gets going, the train is so hard to stop.
Even though for the most part we're seeing
the
Mike,
orbital connected.
Even though for the most part we're seeing Mike dominate these matches, Casual's not out of it in any regard.
I mean, he's certainly turned a corner here. He was working on a double perfect before that throw came in. 1+2 break, by the way, as the high kick from the get up intercepts the dive kick.
Casual let us know he has those. He picked up that combo and he ran with it.
Picked up from a get up kick, and then extended with the heat burst as well. Some decent pickup. Oh, is able to catch his own offensive option from off the ground thanks to the back 3.
And this is where Jin excels, when he has control over spacing.
Orbit a chip. Goes back a little bit. The monkey flip. It's in the air though, so it's not going to do mass damage. But then the demon paw to seal the round. This brings us to a round number 5. Trying a little bit of an inversion. Nice block on the down forward 4, and then even better on the hop kick. Whoa. Neat little setup there off the throw break just to go for the 1+2.
Medium line is such a good button. 1+2 served as, you know, a very good, you're not supposed to press here button.
Yeah, there's like respect the space, respect the frames. Big damage. And then tries for the hop kick. That massive launcher just out of the corner. It's like, I think you're gonna press. I think you're gonna try and take the win right now. Go for something like a down 2 or a down 4. You're gonna try and get greedy. You're gonna try to end the round. I'm gonna blow you up for it. But Jin, the jack of all trades, he can play at any tempo, at any timing, and at any different spacing. So he just backed off and said, I'm gonna play the long game, and you're gonna throw. And he did.
Listen,
that's not bad. That's really good.
When the health difference is that vast,
very true.
You have to make big plays in order to come back, and sometimes those big plays just don't pan out.
Yeah, and you're 100% right. Like, you know, when you have that big of a health lead, or rather when you're at that low of a health, it's like if I get punished by just like a standing 3, like jab 3-4, it's like I still lose the round. So I might as well play to my win conditions rather than try to like outplay my opponent in a very long game where I don't have the health to take any poke.
Absolutely.
So,
you know,
good to see. Understandable even.
Because had that connected and gone his way, it could have easily turned the round.
Yeah.
And given him the match.
They always doing this to me now.
Excuse me. Pour one out for Geek Boy, our excellent production here tonight, because
there we go.
They're constantly jumping around cameras and player base.
They swapped player 1 and 2 on me. Because before it was player 1, player 2, and the last match they swapped it with me, put player 2 on the left, player 1 on, I'm like, why are you doing this to me?
It's funny.
Yeah, basically.
They're just messing with you in particular.
Because it's not Cinder. They're gonna do some little pranks, some funny jokes. All right, so Zambi is. So we're seeing more Zafina, more Dragonov. Push that camera out. Oh, he doesn't even get to push the camera. The camera left him before he could push it. Tragic.
Now, this is going to be a very interesting match. It's both these characters
same thing.
excel at controlling space and controlling the tempo of the match.
But in such different ways, like completely different ways. One with evasion and like long-reaching moves. One with like a lot of controlling pokes and frame data usage. And then you just find your way in, but no big combo off of it. Instead, we're just poking and exploding with the heat smash, trying to find that connection in order to break the wall. Doesn't even get the chance to because he was already out of health. Come out trade. Round start swinging. I don't want to block against either of these characters, though. I can understand wanting to run your offense right from the very beginning, as we've been seeing Shay do so well throughout the entire bracket, like shifting into stance, oftentimes raw, just to make sure you're constantly threatening what makes Zafina so good.
What an amazing low block there.
Oh, you're not dead, but you are eating this.
That is painful. That is painful, and that is the risk of, you know, aggressing on anyone who is low health.
Yeah.
You know, you have to be aware that's gonna happen because because Rage Art in this game is genuinely a really useful tool.
Oh yeah.
Especially because it can't be punished by other Rage Arts like it was previously.
Nope, you get a 15 frame punish, which for every character that's not for some characters that's not even a launcher.
Yeah.
Either way though, tough to see the slide whiff at the end of that round number 2, but Zambi isn't playing a lot of these situations poorly. It's just a matter of finding that extra value to close out games. His playstyle getting more and more defensive, and once Shay smells the blood in the water, he's crawling right back in to take control of the game. That's rounds 1, 2, and 3 in his pocket, and game 1 going down with it.
Honestly, I feel like a lot of these players are underestimating the value of just wake up buttons, particularly down 3. Now, as risky as a button is, it is a very fast low that combines into a back roll. And as Dragunov, that is the spacing you want to be at.
Yeah, we haven't been really seeing a lot of these the extra cancels into grabs either in or outside of heat. Oh, yo, he still found the pickup. That's not bad. Heat activator as well to keep up the damage, pushed against the wall, finishing the string with the Blizzard Hammer, and that is Zambi's first round of the set. Sneak 4 reaching to keep the game up. Hey man, if Shay was playing up tempo and trying to take advantage with some of these wake up buttons as you were mentioning, well, Dragunov's just gonna play meaties and play his options first. Oh, we're swinging. Another missed throw break. That's super tough. Does so much damage.
Zambi is finding his drive here and getting those grabs, you know, in and getting just value from them.
Oh, you're so massively plus. Blocks correctly, though, but misses the punish. Is taking his turn fully, though. Finds a little bit of damage. The slide is blocked.
And
grab that. Love that.
The round. Like I said, he is going for those grabs now, which is something that's very valuable because it causes you.
He has not broken one. He's not broken a single one of these grabs, and none of them have been counter hit either. He's just not been breaking.
He's just kick. Come here.
It's great.
I gotta admit, I don't even know what the grab break is for that.
1+2. Like, once you're grabbed more than 3 times and you haven't been broken it and you haven't broken any of them, it's like, oh, he's not even trying to break the throw.
Yeah.
Like, because you have 3 options: 1, 2, or 1+2. Alright, finds the round though, is able to force Dragunov up against the wall. Zambi on the back foot a little bit, and then the rounds start down 3, which got him a lot of value in the previous rounds. Not here, as the low parry doesn't get a ton of damage, but it forces the wall, and Shay's gonna get some good hits in.
Shay's making sure we know
the chip.
We know that he's able to keep control of the game.
Wow, the intercept with the wall rising 1, it looked like, on the down 2 from Zambi. Very, very clutch play. The sneak force still very, very plus. Looking for some counter hit opportunities, but the heat burst plays it well. Plays through it well, rather. Oh my god. Shea is looking for that reverse 30, looking to get himself into winners finals without a game dropped.
He is fighting with heart, and he's showing us.
Oh, nice.
He's showing us stuffiness, nothing to sleep at.
Not anymore. Azazel's power is certainly running through her veins now. Just took a couple months.
No, she needed some rest off of.
Yeah. Off of literally dying in the story mode.
Evidently. Maybe. Who knows? Who knows?
Well, because don't you see in the final photographs, you see her, but you don't see Claudio?
No, you see both of them, right? But with Claudio specifically, you only see his kicks,
Oh my
okay?
God.
You only see his shoes.
He's so Italian.
And first off, yes, he's so Italian. The next thing we need, we just need this for him. Okay. But also, we have heavy debates as to whether or not those pictures are canon or not.
Who is who again?
Oh, but if the end credit scene you're treating as canon, because that's how like you get the Reina reveal, then like, wouldn't the pictures also be? I don't know.
Listen, in my opinion, it's canon, okay?
Yeah,
but it's just
right,
still
like,
it's still a Twitter controversy as to whether or not
Twitter.
whether or not it's canon or not. There's a lot of people who want to see those characters dead. I don't even know why.
Yeah, that's like
They're just going straight into
no
it without
reason.
even letting me set up. Holy crap.
So
It's the excitement they're feeling it.
Yeah.
I want the gay Italian man dead. It's like Twitter in Minecraft. This is our first Hwalrang though. Skyritz went to losers pretty early, making a little bit of a run here into guaranteed 5th. Playing against Casual NY, we've seen him a couple of times over. Now this is some rushdown v rushdown. Well, I guess it could be argued if Hwalrang is rushdown or not, because his neutral actually plays pretty long range and very poke heavy. It's just once he gets his in, then the buttons don't stop.
Yeah. He is very, very difficult to just cease.
Yeah.
You can't really stop him too well. At least he's deceptively difficult to stop, because there are very distinctive gaps in his aggression.
Right.
And there's a lot of highs that you can duck and punish greatly. It's just that he is a flurry of just directions. So it's very, very difficult to figure out how do I get in here a lot of the time against Hwalrang.
Yeah, and like stopping Hwalrang's like endless buttons. He has so many lows, so power crushing through can be really, really dangerous. You kind of just have to like low block sometimes and let things go. And when your turn starts, you cannot let Skyritz take his way back forward into it. As we see here, the dynamic entries swinging back. Nice throw break though, and the throw break reverses the sides. He even gets a full combo off of a well-placed heat burst.
I'm just surprised we've seen Casual here slow down so much.
Well, it's the same type of way where if Hwalrang, once he gets started, never stops going in, then Lars would more so want to play with the backstep of dynamic entry rather than the constant like crouch forwards of silent entry, because that is victim to all of these flamingo startups or just in general the rapid kicks of Hwalrang. We're seeing back. We're chipping each other away though. It is very close finish, and again another massive jump from Casual gets blown up by the heat burst into a full combo.
And the low to end it off.
It just is that easy sometimes. Like expending all of those resources and keeping things alive.
Sky is letting us know. I may be in losers right now, but I'm not bad at the game.
Never is. I mean, if you made losers run this far, because Casual marched most of his way through winners. Skyrus has been playing on Elimination Door for who knows how long.
Yeah.
Still, final round, game number 1. The round start power crush. Well, now.
You know what? Sometimes you just need to make those big calls on round start.
And with two button-heavy characters, especially with Lars being a rushdown-oriented type of style, who can't break a throw, it is imperative that you get your turns off first and foremost, but it is Casual letting his turn rock the longest, finishes off with a classic dynamic entry 3 and ending game 1. We're going back to the ship. Tekken World Tour rules be damned.
I think I like the music.
It's good music. It's a good song.
I have to say the soundtrack of Tekken 8.
It's pretty good.
Spectacular.
It's pretty good.
Spectacular. And I think that's what adds to this game just being so good to watch, you know?
Yeah, Tekken music just consistently hits. What's your favorite Tekken soundtrack?
My favorite Tekken soundtrack. That's kind of hard.
Yeah.
That's
Tekken Tag 2.
That's a really difficult question. But
also Cross Tekken.
Cross Tekken's pretty good.
Cross Tekken's a good soundtrack.
Ooh, round 1 going to Casual though.
if I had to pick out a specific one, it would probably be, you know, Claudio's stage theme in Tekken 7, just because it was so out of nowhere Soul Calibur.
I appreciate the very specific selection, but I was thinking like, which game?
Overall, yeah.
I don't know if I can pick one over there, because it's just, there's so many gems in every single one.
Yeah, it's. I mean, it's I'm not gonna tell you.
There's also a lot of stinkers too. I'm not gonna lie. Like, some songs hit and hit hard, and others are just
It's.
But one thing,
you know, musically wealthy soundtrack, musically wealthy series. Also, we get to see the Rage art come through.
one thing you get from Tekken is just consistency.
Yeah. You're gonna have a soundtrack with a couple of those stinkers. The monkey
Do I have
flip?
to remind you of 5? Tekken 5, the best character in the game you didn't choose. It was the floor and the wall.
You're so true for that.
Rage art to close out round 3. Skyrets, as we had our nice little discussion, down 2-1 here. Typically, you see Lars's dynamic entry mix-up is immune to Rage arts, though. Looks like he just did the input a little bit too late. So true. When is Geek Boy's tournament run?
Right.
When I find something that plays just like Lucky Chloe.
Who's the new girl that's coming out?
Isn't it Lydia?
Lydia, yeah.
Lydia.
That is unfortunately nothing like what
Yeah,
it
no,
would look
it's
like.
I don't know, man. I think
Basically, like Lucky Chloe had very easy like combos because it was all just dance moves and they all just flowed into each other.
Lucky Chloe is kind of inherently tied to Eddie specifically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where they kind of fight similarly in the same way that like Heihachi and Kazuya fight similarly. Like,
Right.
there's distinct differences between the two, but you can very much tell that
They're made with the same bones.
yeah. And that match was surprisingly interesting to watch.
Yeah. Just because he didn't talk about it doesn't mean we weren't watching. And if anything, it was
a good match.
Yeah, it was well played. It just seemed like there was a little bit of hesitation on the part of Casual as he kept getting rage arted a lot. But his health value as the set went on, like he was just finding more openings, finding ways to keep the damage up, and just outvaluing throughout the remainder of the game, even if it means he got rage arted a few times.
It is very hard to rush down Claw Rang. And
Yeah.
that is probably the difficulty we saw at the first set, where, honestly, it was a struggle for Casual to, keep up aggression. But as he kept playing on, he adjusted and he made sure that I'm going to take my turn. I'm going to make sure my turn is as long as possible, and that's what you have to do as Lars. You just have to keep pressing buttons.
So that eliminates Sky at 5th place. We'll see the other 5th place match now with Zambi stepping up to the plate up against the perfect Satsu. So this will be Jin and Dragunov. A good one. We just got to get the players to sit down and set up.
So what do you think about the Jin and Dragunov matchup?
I think it's even. I think Dragunov, especially now, what Dragunov wants to do. No, they clicked rematch like fools. Now they got to go to the main
I don't
menu.
believe that was intended.
No.
Yeah. Go on. What are you saying?
Yeah, so Jin and Dragunov tend to honestly want a lot of the same things and play at very similar ranges, that like 0.5 to 1.5 type of range, where they can sometimes get into this game of chicken, where just to see who will commit first with something like a 4-4-2 or while running 2. The counterpoint is that like Dragunov has better instant access to lows because down 2 is really good, hatchet kick is still solid, and things of that nature. Meanwhile, Jin has a little bit of a wider combo tree, has a little bit more ability to find greater pickups from mid-screen. Like there's slight differences. Oh, we're not even seeing the Jin. We're seeing the Fang.
That's interesting. Have we seen Satsu and Fang? I don't believe so. Maybe at the beginning.
Maybe
very early matches.
Yeah,
very early tournaments. I don't think today though. Did we?
I thought so.
Oh yeah, they swapped into. Right?
Yeah, they swapped over to the Fang and it was in a losing effort, right?
Yeah.
I'm surprised at the pick because Satsu does really, really well as Jin.
Yeah, Satsu's Jin looked really, really good, and
they could have a bad time against Dragunov playing Jin. Maybe that's why.
Maybe.
And that's potentially a reason, yeah. And you know, Fang just doesn't have too many bad matchups.
Yeah. Even if it's like they are even, it comes down to the character.
Yeah,
I mean, it comes down to the player.
You can always run into instances of like, hey, I know my character's really good and in this stage or in this position or against this character, but I just can't figure it out. Like, it just doesn't work to my hands. And like sometimes that happens, and
it's a mental game.
You see a parry into Heat Activator Iron Fortress, but Dragunov comes back with a bite.
He missed the Heat Activator extension, but he finds the throw. And the fun part about Dragunov's tackle, when he is active, those throws become untechable.
Yeah.
It's rough.
Dragunov in Heat is a terrifying force.
Heat in general is just so terrifying for most of the cast, whether you get additional moves, additional mechanics, or other added benefits. In the case of Fang as well, using the back turn throw out of the stomp, extra layers to the mix-up. If you're going to try and stand up quickly, you're going to get blown up for it anyway. So much.
Fang and back turn is so strong.
Honestly, half the time I feel like I should just be instantly trying to put out a throw, because every time I see back turn, I always think, oh, they're going to power crush me. Oh, so you're exploded.
Wow, what a rapid fire match from Zambi here. Showing us real quickly
Hanger and the boat level, like any stage where Dragunov can instantly combo to a wall off of just like a round start opener is so brutal, because then he gets his wall throw, which guarantees a tornado, which guarantees a wall splat. Like, it just snowballs so quickly, and Dragunov has decent wall carry.
Dragunov has decent wall carry and really good damage.
Really good wall damage, which is why he loves small stages, of which, when we get down to the later floors, the stage will be kind of rough for Dragunov to play, to get his full value off of, but on these top 2 floors, he's feeling real good.
We see another change by Satsu in picking Brian.
Yeah, this Brian's new to me. We have not seen it today. Brian got some love, and theoretically it matters because a lot of it's just like sheer, like the numbers are bigger now, but it feels like he didn't.
Clearly, it feels like it's doing something.
Yeah, It's just like his hits do more than they did before, which is good, but it didn't change what the faults of the character were.
Brian is like at the very heart of his character, a bully character though.
Yes, he's a kickboxer even. Oh, the snake edge. You should be going down here if you augment this combo right. Chooses to prioritize the taunt, however, getting those snake eyes. I mean, I don't hate it, right? Snake eyes can offer quite a bit to your string. Choosing instead to let it rip. Still has one stock left after the heat activator, though. And the damage is certainly putting on a display. That down forward 2. The combo is going to be a little weird, but we still find the wall, which means still find the floor break, which means everything gets normalized. Rajar and Heat online. Oh, that slide was risky, though.
And what a way to end off that round. Perhaps the Brian pick was just what he needed.
Yeah,
Maybe just needed extra damage.
He just needed the damage buff.
Get ready for the
You know, for all the strengths that we say Fang has, sometimes, like we said earlier, it just comes down to the player. And maybe in this particular matchup, it's just that he feels he does better with Brian against Dragunov.
Yeah, and you especially see that in the American scene. Overseas, things can get, especially in like Korea and Japan, like you'll see a lot of players just like stick to the tier list.
Yeah.
But the American scene like really favors like how do you play and how do you approach the game? Because there's a character for that, and you're gonna find more success with them than just by picking the best character.
And we are seeing that between these two because, well, you know,
Jump.
while Brian is...
He's like fine.
He's fine. He's a fine character. Dragunov is...
It's good.
Very much. It's still good. And even in that circumstances, these two players are duking it out. And, you know, for the most part, Brian's finding his way on top.
Yeah, this is Zambi finally seeing some adaptations here, though, with the full throw. He doesn't get anything guaranteed now off of the quick stand. Oh, and the throw in return. That's a lot. That's a decent amount of health back. Not enough to feel comfortable, especially with the checking game from Zambi. He found one jab against the wall in the corner and said, I'm taking this for as far as I can. Just playing the jabs and gaining full control. Gaining the first round against this Brian, but Satsu is holding nothing back.
Sometimes you really do just need that one jab. That's all you need for momentum to swing in your favor.
Yo, the sneak stance that got underneath that, another jab from Satsu. Working on a perfect, finds it. Those 7 beautiful letters lighting up for Satsu on point to send him into losers semis if he can complete the game and complete the round here. Assuredly not with a perfect. Okay.
Honestly, I can almost feel the ground shake, okay? Like... These two fighting in the middle of New York City.
Oh yeah, you know they're over in Times Square. We can catch it live. A Russian.
Somebody grab the camera.
They're fighting right in front of the Dublin Vortex.
Is that where it is? I thought it was downtown.
Is it downtown? I thought it was in Times Square. I just kind of assumed it was in Times Square.
No, I think it's like near the seaport.
Oh, okay.
Either way, it's closed now.
Yeah. Yo, 2 people definitely should have gotten to fight and watch. Let Dublin see it. As the low poke comes in and the heat smash lets it rock. A round 5 game, but Brian walks with it, and Satsu punches their ticket into the top 4 with a maniacal laugh and some very strong damage.
That Brian pick was...
It was everything. It won him the set.
It was what he needed.
Yeah. Looked real good.
Final.
It shut down all the approaches that he was taking previously when he was playing Fang.
Yeah, and it felt like there was now that Dragunov has to kind of shift back into his movement and poke heavy game and be rewarded off that with damage instead of just having damage and he can play like whatever. He can do whatever he wants and just like always have damage. Now that you have to shift and settle into a play style, Brian's more like reckless type of kickboxing can really put Dragunov into a pinch, because his poking game is suddenly met with a lot more high risk, high reward type of style, and that changes the tempo. It changes the game plan and forces you to play a little bit closer to the chest. That seemed like Zambi just didn't really want to do as much.
Yeah, definitely, you know, Brian does his best too when he's just able to.
He's able to go.
He's just able to go. Like that's the best way to put it. He's a bully. That's what he does best.
Yeah.
He makes sure that even if you're a character who excels at controlling the tempo of the match, he makes sure you're playing by his rules. Okay, this is my territory right now. I'm mean, and it's shown through my personality too.
Yep. He's a mean man, and I do not like him.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I can appreciate people who play him, but Jesus Christ, he's so naturally BM.
Yeah, it's like I watch him play. It's like, I know you're probably a nice guy, but I just don't believe you because you picked Brian. What are we doing? Oh my God. I saw someone walk in Raven. It's like, what's happening? Everyone's jumping characters.
You know, speaking of characters who are eating well from the latest patch.
Raven?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm hoping to see Leroy.
True. Oh my God.
I'm hoping to see some Leroy. He's doing really well right now, and I think to this point, he's still a little underutilized.
He's a little weird. He's just like awkward.
Yeah.
But I think it's really cool whenever a game either chooses to add a mechanic or a specific move or more moves to a specific character or what have you, like just actively changing the way that they play by giving them more options. Yes. You see this a ton with Arxis games, but seeing that happen in Tekken 8 with Leroy is legitimately really cool. It's like one of your stance moves, that's now just out of sidestep.
So we saw Mike Spence here open up with up forward 4 and not hit his mark, and was instantly hit with a heat engager. And
now you explode forever. Like, luckily no perfect thanks to Zafina actively doing damage to herself, but the Manta stance into the low will guarantee the round. Starting off with that back forward 2-1-2, gaining control thanks to some good pokes, but a solid reaction from Shay.
See, that first round was just rough, you know?
Yeah.
Really, Jin only put out one button, and it was enough for Zafina to close in and show, I am the queen right now.
Queen got to get dethroned eventually, though, as the Hell Sweep into Demon Paw setup. If you try to roll backwards from off the ground, you are eating that Demon Paw and eating some massive damage. A quick stand-up will net some good position, though, for Mike Spence. Looks for the hop kick, doesn't find it. Some solid backdashes from Shay, is able to maintain and close that space so quickly. She's so evasive. I love the backstep there, but still blocking. Still pressing the up forward 4. What a weird trade. Dive kick meets spring kick, but everything's going right for Shay.
We are just shown how much sheer damage that Zafina actually has.
The buffs went crazy. You whiffed and you're dead.
Is it enough to kill?
I think so. It's counter hit.
I believe it's enough to kill.
Yeah, it's probably enough.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah. That is just a tragedy unfolding. All I'm saying is that wouldn't have happened if it was stance 3-4.
I agree. Buff stance 3-4, low-key. Make a combo into it. That's the only combo I'll ever do.
Listen, Kazi can do it. Jin should be able to do
it. That's alright. Oh, yo, that's how that works.
Okay.
It counts her as airborne. That's so weird. Still picks up the round though, as Mike, after the heat burst, it did set up a Oki scenario for him. We're just poking low.
Mike is showing us he deserves to be here.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely, just taking what looked like a grim situation and turning it right on his head. That switchblade right there, absolutely gorgeous.
You take so much damage on the 1+2, but the heat burst does put Shay back into neutral. Oh my god, you have so low health, but this is gonna get a ton of it back. All of that recoverable is getting burned away a little bit thanks to the Azazel's power. Choosing to pivot into the Rage Art. All of this damage will now become unrecoverable and massive last hit scenario for game number 1 here, Ozzy.
Ooh, right into it, and the duck, but it wasn't enough. Wonderful call out on the break step, but she just couldn't find her footing afterwards.
Yeah, instead of like trying to stand up and jab, right? Like you were already crouching. You could have done something like a down forward
kick.
crouching kick.
The sweep kick.
Yeah. I'm not sure if Zafina has a way into something like Mantis or Tarantula stance from crouch already, but either way, like you still have moves while you're crouched. Like all right, we're in the secluded training grounds, already trying to find a way to that wall.
Zafina trying to make up for the reverse sweep that was last game.
Very true.
And she's finding once again a very...
That looked like it whipped!
She's finding once again a very strong first round.
Yeah. Oh, man. Azazel's claw is just so big.
A mallet.
All right, Shay has been pressing a lot during the Zenshin 2, Zenshin 1 rather. Needs to cool off just a little bit. But at the same time, if you end up getting hit by a couple stray hits and your damage value like generally just matters more because of the amount of output you're pressing. Look at all of the chip damage that Shay just ended up doing. Of course, all of it's recoverable, but not by easy means now that the heat burst has been spent, and Shay's using that as a full opportunity to cash out. Holy. All right, like, man got one and said, all right, you're not getting any more, potentially. I might be made a liar if Spence is able to turn things around with another throw.
You know, people tend to forget just how powerful it can that up forward to.
It's so good. After any string that's -5 or better, putting out an up forward 2 as a sidestep button just does so much because people want to play jabs after to take their turn and they just don't anticipate it.
Jin just does really, really good at deceptively looking like he's given up his turn and then quickly reminding you,
no, it's still my turn.
Yeah,
I'm the protagonist.
He's gonna have to step back towards the one who guides the protagonist, the magician, if you will, as she takes a game number 2. Are we in best of 3 territory still, or best of 5? Winners finals?
That is a good question.
I don't know.
I'm not sure.
Wow, rang.
We'll get back to you on that specific instance.
Question remains to be seen, remains to be answered, but we are seeing Mike Spence switch to the Hua-Rang. Best of 5. So top 3 best of 5, I'm assuming then.
Yeah.
Normal stuff. But the Taekwondo kid was going to step up to the plate and start off with his fists. You know, like Taekwondo.
Oh, it seems like more like kicks.
Yeah. There's comedy.
Ooh. You know, suddenly...
Feels like a very different game now.
Suddenly, Shay is just having a lot of trouble getting in, and that's what Hua-Rang does best. Continue to press buttons in such a way that prevents you from getting in.
Yeah, he's like a weird, like, buttons happy keep out character.
Yeah.
Hello?
It's almost like...
I don't think that the second one is guaranteed on anything not a counter hit. Also, excuse me. I'm dying.
Yeah.
But I'm better now. Oh, not able to find the low. Instead, gonna eat a power crush into a full launch.
Wow, what an explosive combo.
Not bad at all. And I mean, the damage isn't stopping. The buttons never end up.
However, Zafina is just able to get right back there and close the lead, but that heat activator made sure he was moving on.
Yeah, that round was close.
Oh, wow.
The orbital hopping over that snake edge from Shay. Oh, just the barely whiff. That's a decent punish. Not able to get the float either as the spring kick comes down.
And Shay is...
And now we have a juggling act.
That's the
There's
round.
the circus.
That's the game. No, he missed it. Okay.
Shay is showing their difficulty when it comes to breaking grabs. This is what we've seen in the Dragunov match, where they were just unable to break any of the grabs tossed.
Oh, whoops. Get the wrong. Get the point
Yeah,
to
it
the
seems
wrong.
like they're so worried about what keeping up their inputs, keeping up with the cancel windows, and like making sure that their string is on time and on point, that they're kind of foregoing any sort of throw breaking and just choosing to take the damage.
Absolutely, and it is to their detriment because
No, not the controller.
the dead controller
Michael Spence, please.
finds its way back into this match again.
The true final boss.
Sony.
If it's a bad Type C port, I'm gonna laugh, because that is possible. Because the way that it's designed, I had a controller fall while charging, and this is now why I charge with a dock.
Of course.
Fell, landed port side down.
Oh yeah.
It
Got
broke,
coming.
it broke the inside.
Just the inside of the controller?
So because I had the cable in, and the way that it landed, it snapped the board on the inside. So I'm like, thanks, Sony.
Awful.
Shout out to Sony.
Billion-dollar corporation.
This just seems rude. In front of the llamas, really?
Alpacas.
Alpacas. Oh yes, they are alpacas. They're fluffier.
Yeah, look at him.
They still spit.
That is true. Careful, he's walking in.
This Huarang might have just been the pick. Might have been what Mike needed.
Yeah, it just seems the intrinsic playstyle really helps out. A lot of very applicable, very usable lows to stop Zafina from going into something like Tarantula super quick.
Shay is still here with those whiff punishes. Zafina is very, very scary when it comes to counter hits.
Counter hits in general are just so terrifying in this game. We are rotating between two moves and perfect timings to set up for the throw. That is just like very, very.
Does that hit low or does that hit mid?
What?
That
The like lunging, like
Yeah, that
twisting?
lung- yeah.
It's a high.
Oh, it's a high.
Yeah.
Okay, now I see why people are not defending it as easily. Because it looks like it hits low.
Yes. Yeah. It looks like it should be a low or a mid, but it's a tracking high. So I believe you can duck it. I believe it's a high.
Any move that's a high. You
Yeah.
can go.
I'm just now doubting if it is a high, but I'm pretty sure it is. I think I remember seeing one person duck it this event. Either way, ton of recoverable health here from Spence if he's able to find a way to get just one hit.
And
It's just coming back.
that one.
There it is.
And that's 2 games now for Spence.
And that's the round.
What a way to go for Spence.
Oh, that was already 2 games.
yeah.
That's round 3, game 3, set to Mike Spence with their onslaught of characters, but the Jin and the Huarang comes in clutch to win out and put himself in grand finals.
Yeah, I mean, that Huarang absolutely changed the momentum of the matches that Shay was having. Before, Shay was able to just get in there and almost essentially press whatever button they wanted due to the natural evasiveness of Zafina.
Please don't
That
move.
suddenly changed when, Huarang was just able to kick.
Yeah, suddenly the Tarantula stance was just, all right, I have low launchers, so like this is fine. You can go into a stance that puts you on the floor. Like you can't block there, launch. Like if you're gonna step away and Scarecrow, like my buttons, my feet are huge. I'm gonna launch you. I'm gonna kick you for that. Like I can reach anywhere and I can be and represent danger at any position that you want to be in. That's some good stuff. A good awareness on the situation there for Spence. He waits in grand finals for the winner of the losers bracket, which will either be Shay or one of the two players that you see in front of you. Casual and Perfect Satsu. The Fang returns. Casual always on this Lars. Let's see how it goes as we're back in first to two territory. Oh, orbital.
You know, we're seeing Fang again from Satsu instead of the Jin, which isn't exactly a bad choice by him. He has a very solid Fang.
The Fang has looked good. It's always just been from Satsu, like seemingly a matchup thing. Like whether he wants the Fang, the Brian, the Jin, like what his plans are is purely based on character, and it's hard to deny like starting off with Fang since he covers so many bases. But it's Casual and Y who's starting off strong, taking the first round. Oh, a nice duck there too.
Casual just has, as we see, like a very good understanding of a lot of the matchups as Lars against many of the top tier characters. Like he knows, as we just saw, when to duck against Fang, which is a very dangerous thing to do because he has devastating mids.
Yeah, and a lot of his strings typically have two follow-ups out of them, but Casual being very, very ready. What a pickup. Holy.
Insane.
Like, such a far-reaching hop kick, and then the snake edge.
Casual is just letting us know, I'm him.
Yeah, we're back to the Casual show of like, oh, I'm allowed to play the game with unfettered resources and tempo. I'm just allowed to do whatever I want, and I'm gonna make you regret it.
Casual just said,
who let Capcom back into the game? Who let Capcom back into the game?
Yeah, but Casual is just, you see Kempo backstep? I can do it better.
Yeah, I've got Kempo back stance. Let's see how you feel about it. As the Brian comes out for Perfect Satsu. Looked good last time. See how it fares better on an infinite stage, though. Lars does so well on infinites.
Yes, absolutely. If he's not able to be put into a corner, it is almost impossible to fully nail him down.
Yeah. And typically Lars has just so many like side switch, both mix-ups and combo routes. So getting into mid stage is so good. Nice throw break though from Satsu as he gets a full pickup from it.
Satsu's Brian is just really good at causing aggression to cease, but Casual is also really good at adapting to what's put in front of him.
Burns the Snake Eyes though. That's a tough one. You burned the Snake Eyes to keep it safe. However, it was still on block. It was still completely still a full loss of resource and allowed Casual just to play without much fear into the
low.
Yeah, that's brutal.
And to be honest, Lars hardly needs walls to keep up his damage.
No, not even a little bit. So I called this stage an infinite, which is mostly true. However, the carry from mid-screen to the very, very corner there from Casual.
Very, very long.
Yeah, it's technically not an infinite, but, you know, I guess for everybody besides, you know, Casual and Y, it's gonna be.
Is there any truly infinite stage?
No, there's no true infinite stage in Tekken 8 currently.
Bring back the infinite Azure.
Absolutely, we need the song.
We need the songs.
Too,
we need the vibe.
that relaxing music, the soft piano.
I think the song's in the game, but
the song is in the game.
But we need the vibe.
We need the vibe.
Casual's win.
We just need, you know, the 3 a.m. Tekken. Suddenly blinded by day infinite.
No, please. All right, I don't need that. I've been in a dark theater into daytime infinite. You're like,
blinding, but you want to know what?
It's
At least the music was there to keep you nice and soothed.
It's pretty. right,
It's
that's 2-0 to Casual NY. That brings us to a run back from winners. Casual up against Shay.
Yeah. This
This is
going to
losers
be
finals.
a fun watch.
Yeah, that's hopeful. Hopefully it goes a little bit better than the winner's side for Casual NY, or else he'll be making a quick exit. Well, not a quick exit, but he'll making his finally an exit at third place here. Loser ends their bracket run. Winner gets to play against Mike Spence. See how it goes here as the heat burst comes down from Shay, and they're starting to get started. The crawl backwards. Just a little hobble back. The crab step.
And that armored move right there, absolutely coming in.
Oh, let me step on your toes.
But once again, Zafina's pure damage is just able to make sure any lead is non-existent.
Yeah, just finding so many. Wow.
Beautiful low parry.
Round start, huh?
Yeah.
The lightning's starting to buzz in NY's feet, but Shay still got plenty of power held within him. Able to complete the string to make up for their spacing.
And with this, ooh,
Yo.
crawled in a little too close, but Casual here was not able to use the heat.
See, it's a high.
Okay, yeah. It's
That one mistake of crawling a little bit too close to Zafina's, heat spender is just...
It's brutal. Oh, the step back finds the huge hit after some masterful use of stance changing as we break the floor thanks to it being the final round on the top level. We're going to level 2 and we are staying at the wall. Dynamic entry 3.
And that is one way to really rein control in of a match.
Just to
And
let
I
some.
can't
Ooh, brutal.
absolutely. Shay does not let anything phase them. Okay? Even a round like that.
Hey man, like, one round is one round. You gotta win 3 in order to win your games. And right now it's Shay up 2-1 with the health lead at his disposal. Not a huge punish after that whiff though. These blocks are great. The defense is there, but no punishes. There's no hits after. He's just still blocking after all the damage and all the pressure that's been applied. Staying safe for 2 or almost even 3 strings from Shay, but just didn't have any response afterward to get himself off the wall and back into the game.
It is profoundly easy for a character like Zafina to just get in your head.
Yeah.
Because she has so many plus frames and damaging buttons, it becomes scary, honestly, to press into Zafina, even when realistically you know you're safe to and that you should because it'll lead to a punish.
It's the beauty of ambiguity because there's so many slightly different looking stances from Zafina, so many different states that she can be in, different values that you have to look out for. Sometimes it's safer to not press, but you know you have to, and you're trying to try and get the win or get back into this game. Nice block there from Shay, but it's not going to last against the health lead from Casual. Starting to press a little bit more, starting to not fear some of those stances, but gotta worry about the counter hit game. Shay starting to shift up his tempo, double counter hit, and finding the wall, completing the combo to boot.
I do feel like Casual here needs to take advantage of the fact that Shay, in all their matches, has not been breaking throws, and that was one of the turning points of last round. As we see here.
Well, there you go.
Case
Yeah.
in point.
Yeah. Grab the throw.
Sometimes you just gotta find the throw. Take the free damage. It's not pretty, and it's not flashy, but it is effective. Okay. Sometimes you also have to, like, I guess, stomp on their neck. It's like, get off the ground or else I'll crush your skull.
Absolute great
No
launch.
way.
But the wall. Oh, the wall.
Weird.
Still able to find the end of the set, but the wall giveth and taketh away.
Yeah, weird access can cause some very weird problems,
Just running
especially
it again?
for Yeah, we're just running it back to New York. Smith Coffee, by the way.
What a great low block.
Yo, okay, this shouldn't be as funny as it is, but
up?
Smith Coffee in neon is cracking me up. That's some solid damage. Is not ducking on that approach game. The Scarecrow stance doing its job as it looked for the counter hit, but looks for the counter.
Honestly, I think if Casual used his Rage Art,
Yeah, right.
it could have been, you know, a better situation for him. I think, to be honest, as we get to the higher ranks of Tekken, you know, where these two players obviously are, people tend to forget that the Rage Art is a useful tool.
Yeah, you're trying to more utilize the rage state for its damage, the damage buff being so good, and use it as like a combo finisher, but sometimes it's real nice in order to get out of a dangerous spot. As we've seen multiple times over, it feels like Casual NY dropping around with full resources. Heat not utilized, Rage Art not utilized, like just playing very vanilla in their gameplay and looking for very optimized damage.
The first time we seen that reversal move from him.
Yeah.
Devastating move, does so much damage and is a hard knockdown.
Case in point, right? Oh, tough counter hit though. Trying to find an opener as the wall running gets another opening there for Shay. Let's see if Casual is able to hold on to their turn. They are not, as the self-damage puts Shay into rage. But Casual finds his way there and finds the finisher.
How you finish off a round.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just have to wake up in rage, I feel like, also.
Yeah.
Because no one expects it at this high level.
Sometimes it works.
Yeah.
Sometimes people are trying to like force you into a coin flip and you decide to play checkers.
But yeah, Lars here just showed what he learned while he was messing with the Uzumakis in Naruto.
Yeah.
Like
he's traveling through time and space a little bit with you know, the power of Tekken.
The power of Tekken. The power of crossovers.
Oh, he's
Beautiful,
smashed.
beautiful.
I will say, one of the unfortunate things that Lars lost was combos off of specifically the second hit of his Heat Smash.
Right.
You would intentionally whiff the first, go for the second, and it would like break floors. It would do some really cool stuff. Now that he did lose that, but a Heat Smash is still a Heat Smash. Oh wow, what spacing from Shay to avoid the dynamic entry 3, but you lose to the monkey flip, and then
what a reversal!
The Siegfried, the good old Siegfried. Let me stop on your foot.
What a reversal! What a turnaround! Just when it was looking dire for Casual.
I mean, it's Casual NY fighting in Times Square, and Shay going back to it for the potentially his final round of the tournament if he's not able to put together and complete a set. He's seen winning rounds, but for the past two, we saw Casual take over, and then we saw Casual find a reverse 30 to get his momentum started. And you gotta wonder, Ozzy, if the adaptation is in full display for Casual. If this Zafina from Shay is a solved problem.
Yeah.
Casual has
it's getting solved.
Casual has found his groove. He knows when to armor. He knows when to hit those lows. He knows when to grab. It's very difficult. But Shay is not out of this fight just yet. Shay has such a dominant Zafina that it's difficult to really call these matches until it's over.
Oh, for sure. You can never be certain until you see a game, set, and match, or even 7 wonderful letters. But when you see a health difference like this, it's a lot harder. But that's a ton of recoverable health. He's almost at half health while in rage. And you're getting another counter hit afterwards. Not finishing it off in style, instead just taking the corner and untying his shoes.
Should have just raged right there.
Yeah. Rage or heat burst or something. Yeah.
Create some space. Oh,
This is what I mean, though. Like, Shay has such a strong Zafina, and she does so much damage that it's so hard to call even large health leads.
Yeah, the pressure that can be applied is absolutely nuts. Once Shay gets a turn, it gets really out of hand really quickly, which is why I do like seeing casual play at massive ranges utilizing Lars' speed
Absolutely
or applying
wonderful.
pressure. Like, it's like I'm either pressing buttons in your face or I'm taking all these steps back and playing to my character's naturally better like macro movement instead of the micro spacing that Zafina tends to do.
Shay made sure to take advantage of the character's excellent ability to just cause things to whip.
He's so good. He's so good with those. He's forcing Shay to like commit to a string, but in order to hit him, luckily for Shay, it does find it there. Oh yeah.
What a good low block and a punish right after leaves her almost dead.
He went for something. He went for something flashy. Just
that's
a
tough.
duff to the face.
It's like had a couple opportunities for hits there, but because he was using Azazel's power to try and win neutral, like he's still burning health. That is a third place finish.
I had a good run.
I mean, you could probably hear.
You both can hear that. 100% can hear that.
I mean, it's better than 2 weeks ago where he just walked in after he lost and dropped an N-word and left. It's like, my brother.
Like, my brother, please.
I cannot interact with that statement. I can't.
It's like, that's some anger there. There we go.
No, it was well played. That Zafina looked good. Just felt like he didn't know how to handle ranges longer than what he could influence. Like he didn't seem like he had a really comfortable just like walking forward or playing the sidestep game. It's like, if you're in that one range and I can hit you with one of my strings, I'm letting it roost. Like I know my frame traps. I've got a great flow chart. Take that little extra step and it's like I'm not so sure what to do.
We saw that with the change to Huarang in the previous match.
Very true, very true.
The moment that they weren't able to remain in their preferred distance, things started to fall apart for them.
That's tough. But something you learn, and something I hope that if they listen back, then they can learn from us. Smile.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Also, break your grabs, please.
Also, break your throat, please. I didn't see him break a throw once this entire bracket.
You need to. 'Cause those grabs,
It's free damage.
especially when they were in range, they do so much damage universally.
Alright, I'm out, guys.
Let's go, Bugs. All right. Claps to the TO Bugs here tonight.
Yeah. We sped through this bracket.
Yeah. We're zooming. It's like, what, 9:30?
Yeah, it was only a slow start because of the DQs, but after that we were...
We're zooming. That's some...
Well, thanks for coming.
Of course. Thanks for hosting. Big Fawn fan. Big Bugs fan. Grand Finals.
Grand Finals.
So what are we gonna see?
Well, we're going to see
It looks
Lars.
like we're gonna see Jin.
We're going to see the bros, the homies.
Evidently.
Mis amigos.
You know,
Yeah, we're gonna see the Jin.
we're gonna see nephew and uncle.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's so
Hachi
weird.
got around. Hachi got around.
I hate this lore so much now.
Listen, it just can't be helped. Hey, Hachi gets around. He pulls the ladies. I'm telling you, it's the hairstyle.
Explain the bears.
Why can't he enjoy having more adopted sons and daughters?
Listen.
The poor kangaroo.
Forget Roger. Roger.
I will die laughing if Roger comes back in this game.
Okay. However, he also cheated on his wife, so we hate Roger.
He's a kangaroo.
Yeah, he is kangaroo wife and kangaroo son.
And we are already seeing an explosive beginning.
Wait, so
Mike.
is Roger Heihachi then?
No, because he's lazy. He got kidnapped by G Corp, but instead of actually being kidnapped, he was just like given a cushy life in a G Corp like hotel. And his son found out, and his wife was not happy. Anyway, game.
Yeah, literally game.
You know, that round started off explosive for Mike, but Casual doing what he does best and just absolutely dominating once he's able to gain any amount of preferred space.
I mean, like Casual can do, Casual with this Lars can do what he was already finding a lot of success with against Zafina, against Shay's Zafina, right? Like, find ways to consistently manipulate space and force Mike to either play very reactive or very proactive. Stuff that which Jin can do. He's got a lot more flexibility in that sense by being a more well-rounded character, but it comes at the cost of playing a little bit outside your tempo. Decent combo there in order to find the wall, chooses the ungrounded hit instead of trying to set up anything more. But, I mean, Casual can explode with just a moment. These reactions to the stance 1+2 have been so nice.
They have been. I don't think it's landed once, which is impressive because it's such a fast move.
Yeah, so quick. But, you know, some players are ready for it because it's one of the few things that really keeps Jin's side. As that's a 3-0 for Casual, who, after dropping to losers, is trying to make good on the praise I gave him earlier. He's out here to win tonight.
Yeah, listen, he's not really proving us wrong. No. He stood in there. He's feeling the heat off of last match, I'll tell you that.
Yes.
He's burning. He's excited. He's warmed up. He's just dominating right now.
The hair on his hands must be tingling.
Technically, Casual does have an advantage because you just left the game.
Yep.
Yes. Plus he does have to win 2 sets though.
Yeah.
Right.
But you're already warmed up, you're already in the zone.
That's the trade-off.
Unlike Mike, who's like, hey, I'm relaxed. Like,
yeah.
Not in the mindset now.
Well, we're going to be destroying Lee's plays for a little bit here. Tries for the power crush. Liked that crouch jab though. Yet it's not going to matter if he plays this mix-up correctly. God, so many plus frames, but a great duck. Amazing duck from Jin. Didn't matter, but you know, like
it's still a good duck.
It was still great.
Listen, even if it doesn't exactly lead to wins, you know, being able to start ducking stuff like that is how you start to gain leads, how you start to chip away at the offense of characters like Lars.
It's very true, right? Like just little bits of recognition, like, oh, this is what that animation means. I can duck here. You can start to intuit little openings like so. Of course, you gotta find your way to close out a round. Always the hard part, especially when you have a wall available. But without any damage to this wall, Mike seemed no worry and no worse for wear. He's running out of resources, but has plenty of health.
Oh,
you know,
Demon Paw.
Demon
just
Paw.
Such a strong move.
Demon Paw. Again, the solid back forward 2-3 gets the wall as well into Hell Sweep. Man, once Jin gets started, like all the health just disappears from the opponent. But same thing can be said for Casual. The Tsunami kicks.
Jin has such a good while rising game.
Really
he has
does.
so many good options off of while rising that makes it so when he crouches your moves, it's genuinely terrifying. Before we brought up the danger of just crouch jab, well, he can do more than just crouch jab.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we see the Tsunami kicks, which can lead to plus frames. The while rising 1-2 can put him into stance. Like, it's all so good. Kazama style, of course, and then it leads him to his normal good stuff, which is forcing on the ground and then chasing with the breaking step 1 for a full combo, forcing the corner. That's a response and a half from Mike.
What a reversal. Like, Casual came in here swinging. But Mike is reminding everyone that he beat everyone to be at the top, okay?
Did he play through Casual in Winners? I think he did.
I believe so.
Yes.
Yes, he did. And they're letting it play a little bit. Game 3. Not as pivotal as other games with stage counter picks, but still, every round seems to be so important, just based on like the flow of the entire set.
And you know, Mike is doing a good job of observing what happened with Zafina and Shay in last game and ensuring the same mistakes don't happen. For example, every single grab that has been thrown has been broke.
Yo, the sidewalk. Both players are just kind of chopping at the air. Casper got fucked up, and so did Mike, as he ends up taking all of that string and dropping to the down forward one.
Up forward found its mark, and it's such a damaging button, surprisingly.
Yo, the pickup off of the wall rising, and you get the guaranteed. If your opponent's not got a quick stand, that breaking step 1 is always hits grounded. Very nice. Last hit scenarios when you have your heat dash are so scary because it's just plus frames for days.
These two are going round for round right now. And finally, we see stands 1, 2.
It worked.
Actually land.
Yo, Mike has been really, really clean.
An amazing low by Casual here.
Yeah, this is gonna be some good damage. The sound for the stream is still live, thankfully. So chopping away, the comeback is starting to push. He is active, blocking the low, and then it's back 3 with the mid.
Blocking the low, but not finding the punish.
Yeah, just slight. Just doing jab 1-3 can be very difficult to punish because you don't take that extra step forward to complete. You maintain that half step of spacing, like so. Casual recognizing at that time that because he waited, it gave Mike Spence the ability to hold on to his turn, which he used for a health sweep. Really starting to overload the mental stack here is Mike Spence, giving a Casual so many different looks and so many different things to worry about that he's often left in analysis paralysis, which always turns into Jin's favor.
It rhymes.
It does.
It does. Sorry, my brain's also fried.
I mean, this could be our last game. We could be done at before 9:30. Oh, trying for the power crush.
Wait, did it random back to the stage?
Yes.
That is amazing.
That is great.
This fight is meant to be a spectacle, and the game wants us to know it. We are at the Coliseum. We are watching these two gladiators absolutely go at it right now.
Yeah, I mean, everybody in the stands is like everybody watching the event, like right outside that door. Ooh, the forward 4 into stance. Oh, can we float this combo? We certainly can. And a nice little pickup there again, utilizing the breaking step 1. Casual has got to find his way, has to figure out that he can quick get up in order to avoid that. The hell sweep. It's so much to worry about. The lows coming in, the highs. You're already conditioned to block and take your time, and that gives Jin all the time in the world to pick things up and the throw to beat the power crush. No worries up until that very moment. The hell sweep getting blocked is a big opener and a big swing of momentum here for Casual.
Now the hell sweep is such a powerful move. But on block, it is devastating. However, Mike did not let that bother him.
Not at all.
I haven't seen that throw used in such a long time either.
It's been a minute. That's one of the few like maintained Kazama style throws.
A great throw break right there.
Oh, and the snake edge of all things. He does miss the OTG, but that is A-okay. You're seeing Casual find these ducks. The counter hit throw is there for Casual, trying to find this round. Stomping the yard and coming after those shoes.
Casual needs to find more reversals, to be honest. Lars's kit is filled with them.
Just some of these crouching 4s. That's going to side switch. Intercepting that little bit. Tried to intercept the stance forward with a hop kick, but was just a little bit too early. Gives Casual a little bit of a health lead. Blocking the hell sweep. This could be everything. No, he breaks the throw.
And now these players are both in heat.
Dangerous.
He blocks it. He blocks it again. Goes for mid 3 times in a row. Continues with the mid pressure, and the spring kick doesn't get punished fully. We're playing jabs. We're playing the mids. And it doesn't end up mattering as the chop into low confirms ends the game, and that is going to be a game of 5 thanks to Casual holding on to the very last moment, holding on to that defense. There was no lows. He never anticipated coming after the shoes. He just held his ground.
They ran it back here too.
Oh, we're not doing that. We're playing by the rules.
The end. No.
If it randoms back though. Oh, okay.
The end of that was absolutely electric.
That was awesome.
Feel the energy, the tension between these two players. It was all or nothing in that.
It was so good. That's some good ass Tekken.
That was some good ass Tekken. Edge of your seat. Who's gonna win? This is the last
Casual just got all the steam back.
Oh, this is a big pickup though. Finds the reversal. Oh man, but the sidewalk. The wall offering some awkward combos. The 4-4-3. Man, now it's Casual with an insane health lead. Burning his heat immediately though.
Oh, but he has options.
Yeah, a block on the snake edge is yummy tasty. That's a punish. Oh, went for a huge low.
What a combo. 4-4-3 is just absolutely a gorgeous button. And we see it again.
This entire bracket for Mike Spence's Jin has been it's been a signboard of use this move. That was so nice. Just a couple jabs, representing well. Down back for counter hit.
Absolutely great response, a great whiff punish by Casual.
Yeah, that's
it.
Not quite. Wasn't able to guarantee it off of the combo, so chose to play the Oki instead, which honestly I really like that decision from Casual. If he didn't think he could complete the combo, so play to your extended offense rather than your combo state. And suddenly, we're on the verge of a reset here, Ozzy, and we could be going another 5 games if these two players keep playing at the absolute tempo. And you know what? Don't just worry about the theoretical 5 games. We've got another 5 coming as the true final steps up to the plate.
It was just insane how at the beginning once again, things seem dire for Casual, but it almost seems as if he excels.
What?
And the swap. I completely agree, Ozzy. He seems to
have
just.
A true final.
Yeah, you do.
There it is.
It's not, grand finals reset. It's called at Start GG, but true finals is way cooler, so that's why I call it. And the switch, we're off of the uncle and the nephew.
There we go.
Now we're back to some normal gaming.
No,
True grand finals extreme.
We're at the rivals, okay? Wait, no, my bad.
Yeah, these two are like, they could know each other, I guess.
Yeah, know each other. Like, oh, you're my nephew's friend, I guess. Sometimes.
Yeah, occasionally.
Yeah. I don't want to write episode 25 part 2 at the bottom.
Yeah, it's, we're in episode 358 over 2.
It fits with the stage, too. That's the worst part.
I've made some people very upset.
We need to take away the mic from him.
All right, we're stepping up with a Huarang come in clutch, as it did before. Oh, Floor's going purple. Has a chance to change up this combo if he so chooses. No. Instead chooses to finish off the round here, go into round 3 with the 4 break still intact.
I think it genuinely is a smart decision by Mike to leave the floor intact because, with the way things have been going in this match, it's much more likely that he's going to be able to take advantage from the floor break than in Casual. Well, he didn't even need to, but
yeah, he wrote his motorcycle into Jin's mind, and now he's leaving with a 3-0 and a handshake.
Yeah.
Game 1 to Mike Spence. not like the previous set. Instead, the switch of character has given him that second wind to keep up with Casual's just overwhelming both offensive state, momentum state, and the crowd behind him.
It is just like before with what we saw with Zafina, you know?
Yeah.
How suddenly this swap to Huarang is just enough to make sure that both these characters are off their balance.
Any way to slow down a heavily offensive character is sometimes just what you need. Huge counter hit though from Casual. He's gonna find the wall, find a knockdown, yet not gonna find the way to close out this round. We're playing some small ball Tekken here, Ozzy, and it is Casual that finishes off with a simple jab string.
Once again, Casual excels in situations in which he absolutely should lose.
He just is so good at finding a victory from the jaws of defeat. I mean, you're a little bit behind the 8 ball though this time as a very, very awkward trade, but that's a solid pickup. The wall's over there as well. Can we find it? We certainly can.
Now, how long is this combo going to go on? Not long, apparently.
Yeah, the third tailspin is really, really hard to get. Oh, hello.
Oh, that is
That's
painful.
That's tough.
That was a risk, though. That was a risk worth taking.
Yeah, like Huarang has so many like that, for instance, like ways to approach from that mid-range that are so tough.
Yeah.
If the Rager hits, we call him a genius.
If it misses, it's like, oh well.
Nah. He loses the round, it's tough. Oh, break that floor.
Money!
You know, in that instance, you know, a lot of people would have called that random or that it made no sense. Okay, but listen, just like, you know, Daigo in Street Fighter putting out 5, you know, Shoryukens in a row.
Sometimes it works.
Sometimes it'll just land, you know? You just need that little bit of luck on your side, but this time just wasn't in Casual's favor. However, this round absolutely was.
Yeah, he's looking real good right now, and it's seemingly starting to edge into Casual's favor. I love the stand on the ground, though. We're getting some damage here.
You know, you may be vulnerable while grounded for the most part, but sometimes it is just the right choice to prevent yourself from taking damage.
Yeah, situation and recognition. Something I brought up before, something I'll continue to bring up, because you got to recognize what timings that you have been playing at. So changing up your get up timings is equally as important. Got to switch stage. 1-1 set count here.
Mike is like, let's just keep going.
No, got to switch stage. Tekken World Tour. Elegant Palace. Time to break more of Lee's stuff.
I hope Lee has good insurance.
I would think so. He owns the insurance company.
I mean, to be honest, he probably doesn't need it with how, you know, crazy wealthy he is. Just
Also true.
This is probably nothing to him.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, this is my party house that I trash for fun.
Once again, we are seeing a strong start by Mike, but once again, you know, Casual showing us that he's here for a reason.
No, the second low and the wall breaks going right for the...
and he guarantees the
Guaranteeing, and that's rude as hell.
Nah, that's smart. That's a smart play. Are you gonna risk not using the rage art to get a fancy combo? No, you are finishing your food.
Well, we didn't get a pause this time, at least.
True. Oh, that would have been so pause at the very end when he's skating in. Aw. Instead, we gotta beat up the rose bushes. Oh, he's chopping them up here. Another, like, again, it's really seemed like Casual. Once he gets going, he's very, very able and very. Oh, didn't let the burst rock.
We're seeing some love for Casual in chat, and you know what? I can't blame it.
Holy.
His matches have been energetic and just entertaining to watch. The absolute way this man is able to swing around a bad situation and just take control of not even just a round, but the set itself is electrifying.
Yeah. He's swinging the crowd to his favor. He's swinging the games to his favor. He's blowing things up left and right. Like nothing short of pure entertainment value.
I thought we stopped serving ice cream here.
Oh, but we're scooping everything.
I thought we stopped serving ice cream here. What the hell?
3-0 in that round, and I had to reconsider some character choices. But more often for Mike Spence, you just got to reconsider your defensive choices, because every single time the string would start with something like a high or a mid, and that's where the pressure would begin, and it would be mid-string when the low comes in, or the bridge between a 1+ frame and then the start of another string would be when the snake edge comes out. It's constant aggression from Casual, but it would never start with the obvious. It would always start the same. And that level of ambiguity has been so powerful. So much so that Mike Spence has switched back to the Jin as his final hope for winning this Grand Finals.
Well, he found that whiff, and he is capitalizing on it just to the extreme. And you know what? I have to say, I have to respect Casual for, no matter what, sticking with Lars.
Yeah, he's stuck into his guns in winners and in losers and in everything in between. Every down or high moment. The extreme spelling gets changed, but the rounds stay the same. They stay falling in Casual's direction, who's ready, able, and willing to end this Waypoint Iron Fist tournament right here and potentially right now.
Listen, chat, I'm just saying, extreme still works, okay?
Yeah, I kind of like it. It still works. Extreme.
You know what? That should be your signifier now. Whenever you're working on something, just extreme, just like that.
He missed the back forth on the
It's
roll.
the anime spelling.
Yeah.
This is clearly an anime battle.
There's no T in team.
So hard to deal with Casual once he just starts going. Even if you get your turn back, it's not for very long.
That dash, that command dash from Lars's Heat is so brutal. This is big though. This is a way to stop the bleeding from Casual and also get some good damage of your own.
Absolutely love the way that Mike uses break step 1 in order to prolong his combos.
Yeah, it's a great on. Oh no, this game might just end right here.
Yeah.
And there it is.
Despite it all, and despite the hard battle.
Yeah. The Jin
Strider Ryu wins.
Yeah. The Jin and the Ryu both were very good, but man, oh man, once it seemed like Casual had a beat. It's like, oh, this is how I unlock it. This is how I pop you open like a can and dump you all on the floor.
It's like I said really early about Casual, he just has this uncanny ability to just adapt. He may suffer for a round or two, but he downloads you just as quickly.
And that's the power of like a really good fighting game player as a whole, because you'll drop rounds. Hell, you'll even drop sets. He won this tournament through losers, but he's always learning throughout the entire bracket. And he's turning that learning into power and into a valid gameplay, because he just won it all here over, what, like 20 people?
Yeah, I mean, Casual started off.
I think they made a fucking loser run.
It was
Hey, he played his ass off, bro. I think that's the first winning we got from losers.
Yeah.
I think so,
We
yeah.
never had a winner losers run. We never had that.
That's
So
awesome.
He played his ass off.
He played
But
great.
Casual started off just pure aggression in his first game.
I lied.
Steamrolling.
Skyrace won losers run in the first tournament.
Oh, okay.
Steamrolling Azucena in his first matchup.
Yeah, I
and for
remember
a hot minute, it seemed like he'd slowed down. And then all of a sudden, that same aggression that got him that first decisive win would just come online. And just like that, he would steal the games.
Just wouldn't let it go. He grabbed on and let it run through the entire thing. That was some sick Tekken. That was some sick gameplay. Lars' victory for, I think, the first time here at the Waypoint Iron Fist. Do we have any ads before going to?
No, I only have. Well, I have for round. Is this week round 4? I don't remember.
You can do it.
No, it is Monday Night Strive.
Okay, well.
So you can catch us next time.
Yep.
On Monday. Monday Night Strive. We also do Grand Blue Versus every other Monday.
Every other Monday, swapping off between Street Fighter and some anime fighters. So you can check it out, 65 Ludlow Street right here, or using Jekko FGC, or if you're interested in coming around, StarterG/MNST.
That's everything. So
that's all. Well,
we'll see you in 2 weeks.
Yeah, see us for more Tekken in 2 weeks. I've been Ubo, joined by Ozzy for the entirety of this bracket, apparently.
Yeah,
and
this is great.
It was a great time.
Great time.
Hell yeah.
Impromptu. I wasn't expecting to be sitting here on the mic like this. I wasn't very prepared, but I hope I put on an entertaining show for y'all.
It was good.
You're welcome.
Thank you all. Thank you once again.
Have a good night, y'all.
Until next time. Good night.